By dawn, the god of destruction will be unleashed.
Hello and welcome to Core, everybody. This is Core, where we talk about video games, and we do it with panache and style. I don't even know what panache is.
We got it, though.
Do we? Okay.
Yeah.
Confirmed?
Hell yeah.
Confirmed panache, according to John Jagger, who's right there. And then also a man who knows how to sleep on a couch with gusto is another good word. It's Bo Schwartz also. Hi, Bo.
Yeah. Hello.
Hi.
There's a panache in Slay the Spire 2.
There is a panache?
Yeah. I don't remember quite what it does.
It sounds like a Pokemon or something.
Panache Magard of the Solar Mine.
Panache Magard. I love it. Oh, man. That's the other. We talked pre-show a little bit about Nerdtacular, but the other thing we got a lot of was like, when you bringing TWBD back? Well, there will be
right the first time.
Yeah.
You nailed it.
I got it right. Core.show.core.
Scott threw a bullseye and went, can I have a do-over?
Yeah, can I mulligan that? I don't think it was just right, and then I screwed it up. But yeah, no, people are like, when are we getting some one-offs? What are we doing? What are we doing? And I said, never say never. I don't know. We could do something. We don't know.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I really want the original crew back, but I also noticed you asking certain people what they thought of D&D, including Wendy.
Oh,
which
yeah.
immediately I was like, that is interesting.
Could be interesting.
Wendy
That's
would be
compelling.
interesting.
She could do a guest spot or something, you know? And she's never played, so she wouldn't know what the hell she was doing. But we could make sure that was good and embarrassing for her, so I'm all about it. Anyway, we just came back from that. It was super fun. I want to thank everybody who came and made Core feel special at Nerdtacular 2026. Pictures from all of it, excuse me, including our panel with Liam O'Brien and crew is going to go up soon, is my understanding. Video of our entire panel is already up on the YouTube channel, and I've already put the audio in all of the RSS feeds. So chances are a lot of you have already heard it or seen it, but if you haven't, we did preserve it for mankind, and you'll be able to check that out. So please do. Oh, and if you were somebody who couldn't come and you enjoyed either the stream or even if you didn't see any of this at all, but you ordered swag bags, those separate swag bags are coming to you soon as well. So non-attendees, watch for those coming in the mail in the next week or two as we catch up with all that stuff. So thank you once again. Of course, Bo and John for being there and everybody else. It was great. We had a really, really great time. I have no beef. We talked about this pre-show. No beef. Zero beef.
No beef.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was up as a famously a sleeper inner. I was up minimum 8 o'clock every day because I was so excited.
I was shocked.
I know. Seeing you so
You
early.
were in the wrong time zone or something because Bo is...
And I still stayed up late. I still went to bed there was one night I went to bed at 4 a.m. I was talking to a listener from Belgium, Louis, and we were just shooting the shit about...
Louis is awesome.
Yeah, we were shooting the shit about ADHD, actually, because, I think the ADHD crowd that listens to the show believe me and Scott have ADHD. Not John. I don't hear it so much about John, but...
No, I think John's too chill for it.
It was cool, yeah. But, I barely got any sleep. I was so stoked every second. It was fun.
Same. It was great. We had a really good time. So thanks to everybody involved, everybody who helped make it happen. And mostly, thank you, the listeners, for your support and your help. And seeing a bunch of you out there was really, really nice. This was the year to be a Core fan, I think, at that event. So if you missed it, sorry.
No.
Go watch the videos. There's plenty to catch
the
up
next
on.
one. Scott's still in the mode of that was the last one, but there was a lot of Brian Ibbett going there'll be another one, and Randy also. I think
everybody has things to say. I'm not saying I never say never to anything, but I wanted to make sure and get one in either before an apocalypse or before the next time we do it. I don't know, whatever floats the boat of the time. That's what we're looking forward to.
It was a great time. It was definitely worth I really appreciate it.
Super, super fun. And you get to hang out over at my sister's house and not fall in the pool or any of that. That went great. So
yeah.
My goal was not to drown any of my co-hosts while they were here. So
no, but I think the pool had a cement covering, so I don't know why it isn't just blue.
It was weird.
I guess maybe maybe to look like nice or something, but like I was concerned that someone might not see the pool.
Yeah, it's
I was like, I don't know if this is a great idea.
It's not actually cement, but it sure looks like it. It's like
it's gray
texture of gray, and it looks kind of like a cement wall might look, and it looks like we filled in a thing. Like, no more Tony Hawking around here, you kids. I'm going to fill my pool full of stuff or whatever, but that ain't what it is. There's water in there. There's water in them. Their hills. Anyway, well, let's get to it. We got a lot to cover. As it turns out, because Nerdtacular happened at such an inopportune time, there was a lot of stuff around Sony, Summer Game Fest, Microsoft, Nintendo, all sorts of drops happened, and we just never really got any time to get back to it all and kind of try to make sense of what we liked and talk about it. So today, we're going to be doing a bunch of that. So here we go. Let's start with these guys. Oh, yeah. That sounds.
Well, hold on. Let's not forget who's sponsoring this segment. Scott. Before we get to those guys.
All right.
Don't forget this. All of this recap is brought to you by what the fuck, Microsoft?
Yeah, that's right. WTF Microsoft. Have you been missing lots of layoffs and other dumb decisions? Good news, gamers. We've heard you. It's WTF Xbox. Congratulations. Check it out at Xbox.com.
Focusing on play by giving their employees more time to play video games.
Yeah, that's right.
It's one of those things where, like, so we originally weren't going to do any news this week because we have so much to get caught up on, being gone for 2 weeks after they announced literally everything. But it's hard to talk about what was announced when Microsoft is shuttering developers that made some of the things that were announced during their own show just 2 weeks ago. And so, we've talked about layoffs and closures and all of that in the past. Our stance on it is well known, but we can't not at least acknowledge a little bit of like, they're making some decisions, and at the time of recording this, we still don't know. There's some of the studios they're trying to sell and see if there's interest in. Some of them it sounds like they're closed. We don't necessarily know the state of the games. Yet all of it is still kind of finding its way. And so it felt a little disingenuous to do a full, like, nothing nonstop, yay, games, when this is kind of happening in the background. So this is the acknowledgement of it. Because we'll probably talk more about it next week. Yeah,
we'll dig more in when we know the aftermath of any other details around this wave. I mean, because this stuff comes in waves, and Sony has their waves, and everybody's kind of got their thing. But these days, but Microsoft definitely the poo-poo party in the last couple of days. So thanks, Microsoft, you did it. Let's talk about Sony's offerings in the Sony State of Play, which we covered and did a live thing of, but we didn't really do any kind of summary stuff later. We haven't had time. But we're here for that now. And I noticed, at least for John and I, we've got Wolverine on this list. Before we talk too much about it, I think Wolverine looks really cool and super bloody and all the things I would want out of the minute-to-minute action of a Wolverine game. I think the life system or the health system's interesting. The more berserky you act and the more you kill, the better your health. That system's interesting. Like, there's some stuff they're doing that I think is really cool. And, those guys don't know how to make bad video games. But the only beef I really have at this stage, I keep saying beef, I'll say something new. The only complaint I have, maybe, is that it looks a lot more linear than I would hoped. Personally, I like an open world game. I like a city to go do things in that isn't just mainlining a quest. And maybe they'll surprise us and there'll be enough side stuff that it will barely matter. We'll have to wait and see. But that diminished my excitement just a tiny bit. But I also acknowledge I'm kind of
It's on brand for Logan, though. Like, Spider-Man, he likes to go around the town, take photos for J. Jonah Jameson and stuff. But Wolverine would just sit in a bar all day and just drink himself, right? Like, that's
probably. Yeah.
He's not really an explorer, so unless he's angry and then he's exploring things. Well, slicing them.
I agree with you that it actually fits his thing way better. That it's more of a linear story. But my mechanic-driven brain, I want a map and shit to check off, man. I don't know why.
I don't want every game to be that. I mean, again, if it diminishes it for you, it diminishes it for you. It's not a debate to say who's right and who's wrong. But for me, like, going linear, better. To me, that's a big plus for Wolverine. I don't want an open world. I don't want them like ham-fisting now we got to come up with a way for him to have his motorcycle because there has to be a fun way for a 5'3" Canadian man to get across the city quick.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just not interested in it. You know, I look at like even the Batman Arkham games. My favorite Arkham game is Arkham Asylum.
Yeah.
And I like it because it's more linear. And I think there are going to probably be sections that are sections where when you unlock a cool costume, you're like, oh, I'm going to go back and play through that section. It's going to be a little bit more open to, you know, how you go about it and how you engage with it. But I do think it's going to have like a level structure. It's not going to be, okay, let's just plop them back in the big city and run around and, again, solve problems for people. Because I kind of agree with Bo. That's not, Wolverine would be like, not my problem, bub. And like move on. And he's not Spider-Man. He's not Batman. I think he works better as like missions, you know, like Wolverine is a bullet. You aim him at something and you fire. He's not out running around figuring stuff out.
Plus games like this can, if it's more mission based, games like that can have a lot of playground / sandbox within missions. And that's probably what this is going to be, and that's great too. So this is more like Ragnarok or the one before it, the God of War games. They weren't open world, but they were, you know, there was a lot to do within the scenario that you were entering, or in this case, the missions you might complete or whatever.
It could be more like that. It's tough. We'll have to see, right? Because linear can mean linear, or linear can mean like backtracking still a thing. But I've been like this whole time contemplating, I'm like, if it was an exploration game, how would Wolverine open chests? You know, like they kind of reflect the personality of the character. Like sometimes they might kick the chest open and grab the thing, or take two hands and push the chest open. How does Wolverine open a chest?
Yeah. With his hairy chest. That's how he does it.
He has one claw, cuts it off at the top like opening an envelope, and then just pushes it off.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, he just slices it right open. That's because Wolverine would have a unique chest opening animation.
Oh, without a doubt. But yeah, like I just want it to be great, and it probably will be, and we'll see whether I'm playing that on a PS5 or not.
That's the big debate. You want to talk about what diminished it for me?
Yeah.
It's not as big of a deal because my PlayStation 5 right now is actually seeing a lot of play at the moment. We'll get to that with what we've played. But yeah, it's not where I would want to play that game or how I would want to play that game.
The other one that really stood out to me was we'll talk about this Stuntman Hollywood. I didn't know that was coming and had no expectation for such a thing, and I thought that looked great. I'm all in on that.
This has been a series, right? There's been other Stuntman games before. I've always been interested in them. I don't think I've ever played them. I think I might have rented back in the day, like the very first one, and thought, that was okay. But this one knows how to get me. It's like showing us Mad Max. It's showing us the DeLorean. It's showing us Kit from Knight Rider. Like, it's going all in on the license stuff, which is what you want from a game like this. You know, we talk about not everything needs the Fortnite-ification of throwing in a bunch of properties, but you want a game where you can throw a bunch of properties and it makes sense. It's a game about movies and making those movies and stuff. And so I think this is a brilliant use of getting those IPs. I hope the game is awesome. I think if I remember correctly from back when the previous games came out, that is where this sort of fell apart for people, was like, oh, it's such a cool concept. It's so cool to see. It's maybe not the most fun thing in the world to play, but if they can figure that bit out and make it super fun, I'm really excited for something like this.
And they got a lot of fan service going on right now in this video. You can see the Kit car from Knight Rider. They got a DeLorean.
I saw Fast and the Furious. Did I see Miami Vice as well? It looked like Miami Vice.
Might have been. Was it a Testarossa, like a Ferrari? Oh, they got Mad Max trucks in this. There's a war rig back there. Like, they're clearly having some fun here with IP, and, you know, also I think that lends some credibility to the fact that you are doing stunt work for films and these missions and stuff. Speaking of mission structure, this will very much be a mission-based game, I would think. We don't know a lot about it, though, actually. Like we have a pretty good idea how it's kind of going to go, but we don't really know what story's here or how this is all going to go down. But I'm excited about it. I was surprised by that. And look, it's already got 3 stars. Oh, that's the logo. Never mind.
They gave it to themselves.
Indeed. And then I also, the other no-brainer for me is the God of War Luffy game. Luffy, whatever it is.
Laufey.
I hate the name. But that's not their fault. That's just, they're dealing with mythology, and I'd rather them be accurate, so it's fine. But I hate that name. But anyway,
yeah,
all of the controversy around it aside, forgetting about all that for a minute, we don't even need to talk about it as far as I'm concerned because it's all nonsense. The game itself, I think, looks really good, and I think that this is a team. The Santa Monica studio does not know how to make bad games in this series. This game runner dude, what is in charge of everything, knows his stuff. Like, it's crazy to actually question it too much because I just think this looks amazing. And the only beef I really have is there's that beef again. Is that this is not coming to PC anytime at all. So from what unless Sony changes gears again. But that bums me out. But
I am gonna sort of brush up against the controversy.
Do it,
because I think
I'll send you any emails I get. It'll be fine.
No, go ahead. I'm fine.
No,
I'll read them.
You don't mind? All right.
I won't read them, but you can send them to me.
All right.
No, I'm going to talk a little bit about it because there is a thing with this game. Like, this is on my list of the kind of the three big things from the PlayStation that interest me. I think this game looks great. That said, I do want to at least acknowledge something. There was a moment where I was watching this and the cube, the cube showed up.
Yeah.
And I was like, what are we doing? What is this?
Yeah.
And
don't like the cube?
It took me out a little bit. And at the end, I love the cube. I laughed every single time that cube booped someone. I'm absolutely the target audience for the cube. But I'm also not the biggest God of War fan in the world. So it's one of those things where it's like, if somebody showed me Duel of Fates, like the scene, and then at the end it was like James Bond, space laser, I'd be like, that's a cool scene. That looks awesome. Is this a James Bond movie? Like, I can and I can be like, that's cool.
Yeah.
I'm also not the fandom. So for me, you break the fandom, you do whatever, right? I'm like, okay, I don't care. I'm not that. I don't take God of War that serious. We've been through this before. We were through this the second they were like, Kratos is a serious guy with a kid. And then all the old school God of War fans, this isn't my Kratos. My Kratos is just angry all the time. Mm-hmm. And then that game was awesome. And people were like, okay, well, now I like him. Now it's shifted again. I personally am of the mind that, like, let's just see what it is. It's not like they're calling this God of War 3, not that or 3 again, whatever.
Yeah. 3 also.
They're not pretending that this is the next saga. In fact, they've even said we're not done with Kratos and his journey. Mm-hmm. Obviously, we're going back to it. So I think more people in general should adopt well, let's see. And if it's not for you, don't buy it. Yeah, I think that's a reasonable take. I don't think that if anybody... Now, there's some bad faith arguments. You'll note that I'm talking about the cube, and I'm not like, there's a girl in my God of War. Like, there are some debates that I'm not going to get into, because I think, people can feel what they feel, but I think it's a little silly. Like, this is clearly its own game. Changing the protagonist of the game
here.
is fine.
Yeah.
But I do think that if I was a diehard God of War fan and all of a sudden there's a little green cube jumping around, there might be a moment where I'm like, what is this? What are we doing? That said, I'm a huge fan of the cube. And Jack Quaid obviously is going to take a lot of that. I think he's awesome. I've liked I think I've liked 100% of the things I've seen him in. So there's a charisma there for that cube rolling around and booping people that I'm all for. I think that they can do some really interesting things with the story. It's been pointed out a lot of times, and hopefully they use it effectively, that this is where gods go when they die, which means Kratos has put half the people that are here. That's a lot. That's a lot of things you could potentially do with this story if they decide to do it. So I'm intrigued across the board. If somebody tells me they don't think this looks like God of War, I'm not going to call that person crazy, though.
No, I get that. But I also just think people should let things come out and then let them stand on their own merits and not make all these prejudgments. You know what I mean?
Find out. If seeing as we're in the world where you have to pick a side, I am on Team Cube. I think the Cube looks great.
Yeah, I have no problem. A little humor. Let's get it going.
Like I said, he booped into people like 3 times in that trailer. I laughed 100% of the time. So they, if I'm the target audience, they found it. So,
Bo, you put on your list Ill, the horror game that will no doubt somehow end up being forced upon me at some point.
I'm not a big fan of scary games, but there's something unhinged about that one that I hope it's multiplayer, and I hope I get to play with you. Or at the very least, watch you play.
Oh, I'd love some co-op in those games. It'd make me less scared.
But it just looks. It's more that it looks unhinged is the appealing factor. So I was happy to see some more. It looks like the writing is going to be terrible.
Yeah, the dialogue was really bad.
But that doesn't change things. Like
that is the one part that has me concerned, though. Like I think it might be to the game's benefit that it's like, who cares? Let's just go. But there is a part of me that is, how did you get the game to look so good, but you can't have good writing or delivery? And there is a part of me that's like, is this going to end up being a scam? I don't think it is. I'm not out here going like, don't be interested in Ill. But that's the only thing that has me worried, because the game graphically, from what they're showing, looks so insane.
Like nothing I've seen. Even Resident Evil doesn't do visuals like this. Like
right. It just makes me wonder, though. Like, there's a part of me that the spider sense starts to tingle, if that makes sense.
I get it. Yeah.
I'm fine if it's a meme game. I just, as long as it's like I want it to be unhinged. Like, it just looks unhinged the way you kill and shoot people, and there's weird babies and stuff. Like, I'm like, okay.
I think I saw a camera in that. This looks like is there a movie set in this game? That's crazy.
If anything, I think there was like too much story shown. I was like, it wasn't that it was bad. It was just like, I don't know. I don't need a I don't need a big grand narrative. I buy Resident Evil. Like it exists already. I just need you to do things the other games won't do in terms of dismemberment and, grossness. Like there seems to be some sort of like I just watched a picture of like some shooting a zombie in the head, and the way the flesh comes off seems like random.
Sorry, him kicking that baby is still funny. No getting around it.
Baby kicking, like. So if all of a sudden this turns out to be like, oh, we're a serious story, a serious scary game, I'm out. I'm just like, oh no,
I hope it's just amped up.
I want to kick I want to kick zombie babies. I want to do things that make other people go like, this is satanic, like, like, what are you playing? This is horrible. I want that.
You want some unrest from the non-gamer community that think it's ruining our children. That kind of thing.
And I know there's a lot of gross stuff in horror movies, but the horror games. But I want real unhinged. I don't know.
You also have No Rest for the Wicked 1.0 listed here. I'm also excited about this.
Yeah, I've been waiting. I own the game already, but I've been waiting for the full release, and I hear good things about it. So
yeah, that one looks really good. Now, can we talk about Phantom Blade Zero for a second? Isn't this been teased about 1,000 times and never gets a release date?
Well, no one's really complained that it's, yet, but I think we've seen it at 3 or 4 Summerfests at this point. But every time I see it, I'm like, it always looks like, looks interesting, It's got ghosts, but it's ninja-y, I don't know. And there's a lot of that. Like Onimusha was shown this weekend. I'm like, whatever. Nioh's a franchise I'm not really into. But this seems like a new franchise, and I don't know, just there's something about it looks cool. I'm
fighting with a baby. It's honestly this is the theme of this year. There are games with babies or children that you have to take around. Pragmata is a good example. she's a robot, but still, the theme is there. This guy's walking around with a freaking infant in his arms while he fights.
Yeah, well, Japan population's on decline. This is part of their propaganda. To
Is that what this is?
I think this is a Japanese game. Yeah.
It is true, though.
It's just been a joke. I don't actually know, but every time I see a game, I like making the joke.
Yeah, that's what you do. I get it.
And make it cool to have kids. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with making it cool to take care of kids.
We still didn't get a release for this, did we? Oh no, we did. Summer of 2026. Wait. Oh, coming late summer 2026, but no date.
I see on Steam October 28th, 2026.
Okay.
Yeah, that was not the trailer that was from this event, Scott.
Yeah, that
so
was a
it could
shorty
be
one.
That's outdated
It
information.
says 3 weeks ago, but I don't think that's right. Something's up with that.
Yeah.
Any others from the Sony camp for either of you that you wanted to make mention of before we move on to Summer Games Fest highlights?
No, not really.
All right.
I don't think so.
Well, look at this. I got a clip for that too.
Now, speaking of Final Fantasy, no. Today during Summer Game Fest, DoorDash has your back. You can get a free burrito.
I pretty much feel like there's no other clip that exemplifies how Summer Games Fest feels to me sometimes than that one. So there's that.
That was a good clip.
All right, let's talk about what we liked. I'll start with The Wolf Among Us 2.
Also on my list.
Yeah, John's got that too. I feel like it's such a long time coming, and I don't think I'm wrong thinking that the first one was as good as I think it is. I thought the first one was incredible. It made me read the comics, or maybe read the whole Fable series that they did. That was way more than just this. And man, that stuff is so good. So yeah, Wolf Among Us 2 really, really ringing a bell for me. Zero Company, that's the Star Wars game.
Also on my list, our old joke of
that's a
make
shared
a turn-based tactics game
Yep.
out of it. Star Wars is doing it.
Yeah, looks like XCOM, plays like XCOM, has Star Wars shit in it. Good developer.
Made by
good
the
pedigree.
XCOM people,
Yeah.
no less.
Yeah.
So
I think this has a real, like, you know how Midnight Suns didn't
is it?
exactly.
I didn't know that.
That's some X guys, right? I think, or is it the main team?
is it the actual studio? Hold on, let me look.
Well, it says Bit Reactor, but it could be like people from Firaxis.
That's what I think it is. I think it's
Yeah, I
X for
think
Axis
it's-
people, but
I think it's spin-off.
yeah, which is fine. I'm happy with that.
I mean, but yeah, no, it just looks. You
John-
want it to be like as XCOM-y as possible,
John said something yesterday I've not been able to get out of my head. We were talking just while we were playing Resident Evil 9, and you said Capcom believes that their method of success right now, like one of the things that's propelling them to so many hits this year and just kind of consistency across the board, is they don't make rock stars out of their development teams or heads or leads or any of that. They don't trope them out on stage and go, and here's something Hassan, and he's in charge of the deal. They don't do that. They just have teams that just like go hard, make a really rad game. Everyone loves it. Move on to the next one, and that really stuck with me for some reason. Why aren't we all doing that?
The idea is, and granted, like only Kojima can do a Kojima game, but like if you're just doing a video game studio, the idea is to not tie an IP to a person.
Yeah.
Like let's not make Resident Evil one person's baby. Like let's
not
make it
make
to where
Sid Meier's
multiple. Oh, I love Sid Meier's. Pirates
it's so good.
so much.
Yeah, I love that game.
There are exceptions, but the idea is that you make it about who's available, who can work on this. Where's let's get them going on it, and it's working really well for Capcom. And I think with how long games take to make these days, if you want one person working on a series and you're going to tie it to them, that's tough, because that person is they're spending most of their life just working on the one thing, and you're going to burn them out at some point. 'Cause at some point they're going to be like, can I do something else?
Yeah.
It's like, sorry, this takes 10 years now. And the other thing is like they can do multiple titles within a series at the same time. That's why we're about to talk about Resident Evil Veronica. Like that team was hard at work on that game while Resident Evil 9 was being made. If there was one person that was overseeing all of Resident Evil and it was tied to them, that wouldn't be how it was happening. And I think Capcom's seeing a lot of success with it.
I agree. It really got me thinking. But it's the same way I feel. So in Zero Company's case, it's like, X for Access guys. That lends it some credibility, I guess, because we love the XCOM games. But I think where For Access maybe failed with Midnight Suns, which I think was a great game. I think we all did.
Yeah, I love Midnight
Yeah,
Suns.
it's great. But I think Star Wars as an IP has a better chance. And I'm not sure why. Maybe it's because weapons, there's force powers and stuff too. And, your traditional lightsaber Jedi shit.
Branching out your niche game genre to people who would not play it, but for the Star Wars, is how to like onboard people into the life. Mm-hmm. Like people who would never play an XCOM game.
Yeah.
But like Star Wars, will play it and find they're enjoying it or whatever. And you grow your audience that way.
Yeah. I agree. I think that this has got huge potential, and it looks exactly like what I want. Like just looking at this angle, the angle's right. The guy's getting all close up when you execute a move. There's very little else to know about it than that, but I'm all in. Let's go. I can't believe there are 2 Star Wars games I'm so excited about right now that are coming. There's usually not like 2.
Sort of 3. There's a Phantom one in the background. We'll see when it happens.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. But this one's this one's eminent. What's the other one?
No, what's it called? It's not Knights of the Old Republic. It's something of the Old Republic.
Oh, the Old Republic one.
It's the spiritual continuation of the Old Republic games. So.
Which they announced with a very brief thing, and then they've never said nothing since. So
yeah, it's clearly we're not going to hear about it for a while. So
which feels a little like the High Republic one Bo just mentioned, because
Eclipse is also by Quantic Dreams that should be coming, right?
Yeah, they were too busy making that weird MOBA that didn't do anything.
Well, we'll see what happens with that, because isn't Quantic Dream one of the studios, and they're not exclusive, are they?
No, I don't think so.
Who am I thinking about? I'm thinking about somebody else. Anyway,
you think about not Digital Extremes. Oh shit, there is a big one that. The Senua games people
in trouble,
right?
That's Ninja Theory. Right?
Is it Ninja Theory?
It is Ninja Theory.
Yeah, Ninja Theory is the Senua one.
And they're talking about shuttering that team?
Yeah.
Oh, we're bringing that Microsoft shit back. Bastards.
Well, they sponsored this segment.
That's right.
We got to make sure we cut to commercial every now and then and acknowledge them.
This part of the show brought to you by WTF Xbox. Why would you buy a bunch of studios if you had no intention of doing anything with them? Anyway,
why would you
show
a trailer on your big showcase and then get rid of the studio 2 weeks later?
That is so wild to me.
They said it was to help them sell, like to make it appealing to another investor to buy it off them.
Okay,
they had something in the hopper.
You know what also works?
Listen, they were losing 3% of profit. Will you not think of the investors?
Oh, how come that's too deep a cut? 3% of profit.
It was in Ash's email where they're having a 3% accountability margin deficit of some kind, and that was before they announced it. Just everyone took that to mean, layoffs are coming, because we can't lose 3% of.
They'll still make a profit. Even if they lost it, but how dare we not make 3% more profit?
That's supposed to be a long
Sector 7 in the chat apparently heard something similar to me. Heard that Quantic Dream was looking for someone to buy them. So I think there is something going on with them. I don't know if it's related to Microsoft, but
that deal they're doing with the Star Wars thing is through the license with EA, I believe. EA is publishing that Quantic Dream game. Okay,
they might be in the whole MOBA.
They're behind Zero Company for sure.
Okay.
I believe they're also behind Galactic Racer, which we're going to talk about.
Yeah. Hopefully none of these require too much bullshit on my EA launcher part. Anyway, that's one we're very much looking forward to. The big surprise for me, not surprised because there were some leaks, so I wasn't exactly surprised, but I am still sort of generally surprised that there's a Guild Wars 3 in development. And based on what I saw with that, I'm over the moon excited about a new MMO in that world.
It looked really good.
It did, dude. And I know they said a lot of that was in-game, and if that's true, that is a massive leap over any MMO right now.
Yeah, they're just saying all the good words that, there's this momentum thing, so it's going to be very movement-based instead of tab targeting, I think.
Yeah. Which they did a little bit of that, even with 2. There was the mechanics in 2 for combat are nuanced, really interesting stuff. that does things different than WoW and the other leaders, and I would love to see them expand on the whole shebang. Like, I'm all in on this. And also that playtest is sooner than we thought. It's like toward the end of this year. They're going to let people get in there and mess.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, which is nuts. So my guess is they've been working on it for years. So
yeah, Guild Wars 2's been out for a while, though, right? Like
2013, I think. 12.
Long time.
Yeah, 12, I think. Yeah, that's the game I was playing for 12 hours straight or something when Carter needed to get to the school and when I pooped in a pipe on the way home.
Yeah. What will you poop in this time?
I know. I got to plan ahead for where I will poop when I run an errand.
There's a cool bear race, it looks like. A race of bear people.
Yeah.
Although I didn't see any plant people, which is pretty exclusively what I played when I played Guild Wars 2. So there is a part of me that's like, you getting rid of the plant people?
You got the Liam character then, I think. Oh, no, you probably did the girl, right? You did a girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. Liam played the dude.
Girl play.
It was a girl plant. A plant woman.
I don't think that's how plants reproduce. But okay.
I had a pestle? I had a pestle.
Yep.
Is that right?
I think so.
Or a stamen?
Stamen?
Wait, which one? I either had a stamen or a pestle.
Which one is
whatever it is?
Which one is the penis?
No, this is going back to like trying to remember what I learned in middle school, probably. So, anyway, I don't remember if I had a stamen or not.
Your stamen.
Chat's not jumping in, so clearly it's a pistol.
A pistol?
I did fight with a pistol, though.
You did. You fought with it. That's right. Because that game, the rogues are great. And the
stamen for males. Okay, so no stamen. Dr. Tolbert, so smart.
Even with plants.
What are you going to be, a doctor? What are you doing?
When's the last time you told a plant to turn and cough? Give me your stamen.
Is it called a pistol?
I think
it's right.
I thought it was a pestle.
I thought it was pestle as well.
All right.
He spelled it pistol.
I'll go with,
is that mortar and pestle? Like, it's the difference.
Oh, maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
I could be thinking of that.
Like when you're making the herbs.
Is it pronounced as pistol, though? Like, shot him with my pistol.
Are you dual wielding pistols? Two vaginas for the price of one.
Pistol in both hands.
I see. Digital Hype says you remember stamen because it has men in the word. Nice. I like it.
Pestle is what you smash with.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Galactic Racer stood out as well. Another Star Wars game. We saw enough new stuff on that, I thought, to just really knock that one home. It looks like there's more story involved. I'm very excited.
I put it on the list just because I'm so excited for this game.
Let's go.
I keep forgetting it exists, and then when I see it, I'm like, oh, right, one of my most anticipated games of the year. Every time I see it, I really hope this is good. As somebody who loved, Pod Racer back in the day, like, it's going to be like a AAA racing game in the Star Wars universe. I'm so excited.
Yeah, and it looks incredible. Sounds incredible. I'm not sure Bo heard enough for his taste, but
that's the only thing I'm concerned about. But
you got to be Sebulba. I think you got to. That's a Sebulba sound.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, but they all make sounds,
and he's in here, so in theory, you should get a lot of.
I just keep saying it on the off chance that somebody developing a game listens and goes like, emergency meeting, we forgot to put the in. Bo needs it. So I just
all
keep
hands
saying
on deck.
So that yeah.
I mean, look at it though. It just looks freaking great.
Yeah, it does.
And my least favorite thing are prequel things, except for pod racing was legitimately an inspired idea. It's fan-freaking-tastic. So let's go.
It's like they take like old defunct engines and turn a hunk of metal into a chariot with the engines. Like, it's such a great idea.
Yeah.
It's such a brilliant idea.
Yeah, look at this. And I love deserts. Look at that, John. You see that desert?
Yeah, well, that is good for me because that is clearly the Boonta Eve classic run right there. Mm-hmm. I recognize it, and I will happily do me some Boonta Eve racing. I think, that's where the nostalgia is. You got Ben Quadraneros in there. I saw him. Mm-hmm. So I think they might actually be trying for some like canon lore to this, because the story is that after that pod race, the little guy that goes, wah, and then he explodes.
Yeah.
so his family, because there's a cut scene in episode 1 where they talk about his wife and kids all being there to support him, but he died. Like, he's one of the only racers that actually does die. I know there's a lot of crashes and stuff. Most of them survive. But he died in front of his wife and kids, and they outlawed pod racing because of this. So pod racing is technically illegal, which is why I think this is called racing, because it's not just pod racing.
Yeah.
And Sebulba and Ben Quadraneros and all of them, they went on to do things. There's stories of like pod racers being secret assassins and stuff like that. There's lots of cool lore behind the pod racers. But Quadraneros and Sebulba did end up, I think, working together. So the fact that both of them are in this game for sure means somebody did go to Wikipedia and read about every single pod racer like I did. And so kudos to them. Also
getting a real combination of like Need for Speed Takedown and like Burnout Paradise with the wipeouts and the bumping dudes into the side of buildings and then or buildings, but like rocks and stuff, and having the camera do that slow motion and watch them just shatter themselves all over the place. Very Paradise-like. Like I'm getting vibes I like from other games, and plus it's Star Wars as shit, and there's a real story. It's not just racing. Let's go.
I do want occasional cuts to the racers themselves, because again, like the little guy that goes, "Wah!" Like, he's my favorite, but there's also another guy who crashes that right before he crashes, he goes, "Roar!" Like right before he dies, and it's one of my favorite sounds, and I think I really hope that they do occasionally cut to the racers and they just make one weird sound and then explode. That's what I want to see.
Plus, it doesn't seem so tied to just pod racing. Like, I'm seeing, obviously, speeders and, like, bigger speeders, like land speeders.
Yeah.
Different
speeders
vehicles.
are cool, too. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So I'm cool if it's more than just that. Like, maybe
speeder bikes, swoop bikes.
Your first series of races as you just qualifying for crappy little pod races in the far-flung parts of the universe, or the darkest rim or whatever, and then you move your way up. Pretty soon you're on Coruscant flying, fancy whatever. I don't know where this goes, but my brain and body is ready. So enter me, Galactic Racer. Just bring lube. Just kidding. And then I'll say one other thing. This is obviously on you guys' both lists as well. Blood Rain, the Stellar Blade sequel.
Hell yeah.
Side story, whatever they're going to call it. That setting is enough for me to be all in. I am so in on the way that looked. The city, the color scheme, the vibe of that is so up my cheese. I just cannot wait to play whatever all that is. And it's made me want to just get the first game. I'm waiting for a sale. I'm going to play it. You guys have talked me into it finally. I'm past my biases about the conversation around it. It's time to just play it for fun.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do that. But Blood Rain looks awesome. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It's definitely visually looks much more upgraded, much more developed as a city that they're showing. I don't know. I'm for sure in. So.
Yeah. I'm curious how it fits into the story, but I love the look of it. I loved kind of discovering that, especially because Bo had just played it. I had been a little ways out and like watching it and being like, this kind of looks like Stellar Blade. And Bo picked up on it even quicker, where he's like, I think this is Stellar Blade. It just seemed so soon, especially for how good it looks.
Well, it also leaves a lot of questions. Is it a prequel? Is it in the future? Because my impression of civilization on Earth is not this developed. So this is a way more populous city than Zion, right? Like Zion had like very few people. And as you progress through the game, more and more people come out of their shelters. But this looked way more, this is like a big city full of people and train stations. So I think that's the point of a good trailer, is like leaves you intrigued, like what is going on with the story. Like I don't have any idea, but I like it. It looks cool. Like,
yeah.
But the fact that I think I guessed the alpha nativas, because as soon as somebody starts mutating into one of those monsters, it's like, oh, okay, alpha nativa time. And just the fact that like they all call themselves humans, but like there's a basically a backstory of the game is like, humans, the climate changes in our planet. right? So it made the world shitty, but at the same time, we're developing AI. So we have these super AIs. Like Mother Sphere is basically an AI god. And humans like transform themselves thanks to AI and technology. And so they like call themselves humans, but they're not human, you know? Like it's just this weird thing where humanity changed. And so there's lots of open questions. That's just like, it's cyberpunk, but like not near future cyberpunk. It's like,
look at that city, though.
1,000 years
Look at
in the
this.
future.
Look at
Yeah,
that.
looks amazing.
Oh my gosh! And how it mists up there high, and it's like everyone's got implants, and
Yeah, that guy's got a robo jaw. He's like, it helps me chew better.
yeah, this just looks
it
stellar.
looks good.
For lack of a better term, it looks stellar. So
Yeah, I think
so
it's a great
excited
title.
for it.
Yeah.
yeah, and all the Gooners are going to get what they want, and also everybody who wants just good action.
This has been some controversy, catnip, because the woman, the protagonist, does look younger, than Eve in the first one does. So they're arguing about it. Just ignore it. I'm not paying attention.
Yeah, we're not doing any of that today.
But the combat is interesting because Stellar Blade was very sword based, but she looks like she's a punchy one, which I like my monk combat style. So it looks like you'll be boxing the aliens instead. Which at first I was like, oh no, the sword's gone. I like the pairing, but I'm like, these guys know what they're doing. I'm in for some kung fu. So let's do it.
Bring it on, John. You also had TMNT: The Last Ronin. That impressed me, but I didn't know what else to think.
I had so much stuff on my list. Like Summer Games Fest was made for me, but yeah, TMNT: The Last Ronin. For those that don't know, The Last Ronin is a Ninja Turtles comic book. It takes place. It's sort of like the. It's like the Ninja Turtles version of The Dark Knight Returns.
Mm-hmm.
Like things have gone bad, things have changed. You've got one Ninja Turtle that's still alive, and he's out on a quest to sort of avenge his fallen brothers. And
isn't it also a what's his name? Did Dark Knight? My brain just went dead. A comic writer. But
I know who you're talking about. I don't think it's the same writer. No,
I thought that was him. Okay.
What was it? Hold on.
I can't.
You got
remember.
me believing, but I don't think it was.
But also, why is my brain the dark?
Frank Miller.
Frank Miller. This is not a Frank Miller joint.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, you know what I'm thinking of? He has a comic called Ronin, but it's not Ninja Turtles. It's just
Frank Miller actually did a cover for Ninja Turtles and it was like a big deal because it was like the first time drawing them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think he's been involved with them.
This is his Ronin here. It's a very different thing. So.
Credits for this was Kevin Eastman, Peter Laird, the originals, and Tom Waltz,
Gotcha.
the writers for The Last Ronin.
Yeah, it's very good.
So this has like the original. They're like the vibes from the original comic, which are like,
gritty.
Cool. Yeah,
absolutely.
like gritty. Yeah.
So
TMNT is like it's like such a kids IP, but the originals are not kids.
Not at all.
Yeah.
That's true.
The originals were just a stupid Daredevil joke, but taken very seriously, right? Like the idea. I believe the idea is that the ooze that turned the turtles into the Ninja Turtles was the same stuff that Blound, as we say around here.
Yeah, Blound.
Matt Murdock from Daredevil.
Yeah.
Huh. He fights the hand, they fight the foot. Like it's all a big Daredevil analogy, which is funny because they've had more tie-ins with DC than they have Marvel, but
yeah.
Yeah, it is a super dark comic. Should be a very cool video game to get to play, and I don't know if it's a spoiler, so I'll just talk around it. But the last turtle does fight, I believe, with like all the weapons, so it's not like you're just using one particular type of weapon. I believe there's like an honoring of the other brothers and stuff, so you're kind of doing all the fighting styles and stuff.
That's cool.
So it's. It should be neat. I'm really interested in it.
Yep. Very excited about that. You also had on your list, we'll get to Resident Evil, don't worry, but you put on here Final Fantasy VII Revelation and also Tifa coming to Street Fighter 6. Let's talk about Revelation first. I know this is way high up on both your lists. What is it about what you saw there that made you go, yep, we're getting exactly what I want. This is going to be amazing. Other than the day and date release. That's nice, right?
Definitely not the title. We could have worked a little harder.
Really? You don't like the title?
There's a Doom expansion also called Doom: The Dark Ages Revelation. Like pick like a word that is, used less. Like
the thing that I thought was funny is that he comes out and he's like, it's all about resolve, and I'm like, well, that
there you
seems like there's a re-word that might work really well for this game. That's not.
I like the term resolve too. It's a good term. Do resolve. Yeah.
I'm sorry, but like Revelation is like, you might as well call it Final Fantasy VII. We're out of ideas for titles now.
It also doesn't fit the naming scheme, which is why I call it Revelation. But
no, you're right.
Right.
Because there's remake,
like remake's
Birth.
not a great title, but I get it. It's fine. It works.
Revelation.
And like Rebirth, it does make sense in the context of the story. It's okay. But Revelation, I mean, just, there's a Matrix Revelations. Like, it's just, like 50 movies have this revelation.
dude, there's the freaking Assassin's Creed 2 Revelations. That's also a game with revelations in it.
Yeah, so it's like it's just the most, like, they sat around and immediately like, okay, we're excited for the third and final installment of our thing. We should give it an epic name. Revelations it is. And it's like, okay.
Apparently they took a vote. It's proof that you shouldn't vote for these things.
No.
Let
someone with vision do it,
And I'm wondering if the guy who, like the head guy, I'm wondering if he didn't get his pick, because he then, like I said, came out and said resolve over and over.
It
again.
dude. That was his way.
Staring them in the face. It literally should have been reunion. Reunion is just like a word that all the soldiers that are, pilgrimaging to the crater or whatever. I can't remember the
Reunion is the perfect title. It just was already used because it's such a perfect title.
Yeah, that's how perfect
it would still be better as a reused title than. I'm sorry, but they literally picked the worst word that starts with the letters RE to do this.
Yeah,
in my opinion. However, I'm sure the game's still going to be awesome. But
yeah, we've gotten very focused on this, but it is like the one negative. It's the one negative. It looks so good.
Spring of 2027. Look at that.
It's just
simultaneous
one game
release.
in three. It's one game in 3 installments. So it's just like I really loved the first two. Played them both through twice, like easy or normal mode and hard mode. Like, of course I'm going to play the third one, and so I'm just excited no matter what they show. I liked my favorite. Shout out to the voice actor playing Sid. He delivered that line. I'm a dragoon. like it was my favorite thing. He's like got a southern accent. And he's like, I'm a dragoon.
If you guys watched our coverage of this one, it was like probably the biggest laugh we got out of the day was when he yelled that. That was pretty good. Yeah. Oh, and also the Final Fantasy VII team leader guy going, I am back.
yeah.
Like, we're all like, yeah, you're back, buddy. Good job. Anyway,
he was pretty cool.
If you missed all that, by the way, it's up on YouTube. You can watch our entire coverage, and we didn't get dinged for it. We did. The copyright gods were kind.
Keely, I think he's doing some work behind the scenes.
Yeah,
I think he's doing something.
Yeah.
They showed a lot of this game though, Revelation, and I can't wait. When Remake came out, I had kind of grown into appreciating Final Fantasy VII because when I got my PlayStation, it came with Final Fantasy VIII. So that's when I got into PlayStation. That's the game that came with it. That was my first experience of Final Fantasy in its current incarnation. I think I probably seen somebody play Final Fantasy I back in the day, but I think Final Fantasy VIII was my first hands the controller playing a Final Fantasy game. So I have a lot of love and nostalgia and fondness for Final Fantasy VIII that I very quickly learned nobody else has. Like, it just doesn't seem like all anybody ever wanted to talk about was 7.
Yep.
So I'd be like, oh my gosh, Final Fantasy VIII is so amazing. They're like, yeah, well, let me tell you, Final Fantasy VII, let me tell you about Cloud. And it's like, Jesus, I don't want to talk about Cloud. I want to talk about Squall.
Yep.
What are we doing?
Yeah. You think if that ever gets this treatment, by the way, you think 8 is worthy of this treatment?
No.
No? Okay.
Like, I would love to see it. I think I think 8 has a really creative idea that it took me all my life to really realize what it was doing. And it's my favorite moment in Final Fantasy VIII is when they finally do their big lore dump to explain what the story of Final Fantasy VIII is. And your main character's thought bubble box keeps popping over the dialogue, so you can't read it anymore, worrying about what's happening to the girl he likes. And I was like, oh, this is a game about like teenage angst and like falling in love. And like he's being told that the world's ending, that there's time compression and timeless witches that are about to destroy the entire universe. And the entire time, this guy who can't connect with people and can't socialize properly is just like, what's going on with the girl I like? I hope she's okay. Like, it's all he's thinking about through all of it. And I was like, I get this character. I understand what they're doing here.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, 7, I slowly, through other media, through other hype and all of that, I slowly started to gain at least a respect for it. Whereas before I was like, I hate 7. It's the game I don't want to hear about. And then I played Remake and I fell in love with it in a lot of the ways that a lot of people have loved the game and the series for a long time. And it got me to go back and play the original, and I loved it when I got to go back and play it as well. And it has just grown from there. And this is one of the most hyped I've ever been for a game. I think when they announced they were doing a trilogy, I probably had a lot of skepticism that we were actually going to see the completion of that trilogy. We were at the end of the life cycle of the console it was coming out on. And I'm like, what are they going to do? Really? Somehow they're going to do a trilogy across multiple generations consoles, and it's going to maintain its audience and it's going to grow, and they're going to keep doing this at this level? No way, not going to happen. And here we are, and they're doing it. And most of the same people have worked on the entire game, so it has been the passion project of almost the exact same team for this entire amount of time. There has been a recast, which I think is a little unfortunate, though I like who's doing the voice. But Sephiroth has been recast. Travis Willingham is going to be doing the voice. This go around. I think that can be fine. That's something that's causing a bit of a stir. We haven't heard very much of it. I think he's got like one line in the trailer. And it seems fine, but it was something where I was like, it sounds right-ish. And it threw me a little bit, but
it's not as egregious as Solid Snake getting replaced by Kiefer Sutherland. Right?
Well, there's a difference between one voice actor going, I would like to do this, I will do this, I will do this, and Kojima being like, sorry, I know somebody famous.
Yeah. One of my actor friends are going to do it.
And there's a difference between someone like that situation and someone being like, sorry, my schedule's not available, and them saying, oh, we've recast the role.
Yeah.
But a lot of people that we like as voice actors are recasts. We were just on stage last week. Liam O'Brien.
Yep.
Illidan Stormrage. He wasn't the first Illidan.
Nope,
He's the one
best.
we all think of.
He's the best.
He's the one we all quote. He's the one we all believe in. Wasn't the first.
Nope.
So I don't think it's the end of the world when something gets recast. It's what it is. It does get a little trickier when you've got a big part 3 on your title and you drop a continuity in the bit of the story. But let's see how it goes. Let's see how it does.
Have we ever answered the question of all the other? So okay, let me ask it. Of all the other Final Fantasies, which should get this treatment, and why is it 6?
Because 6 is
amazing.
6 is secretly the best Final Fantasy.
Yeah, wouldn't you like to see that all blown out, man? I would.
I don't know. It's tricky. Like, I think 9 deserves a remake. I've said for a long time, I think 9 is potentially the best Final Fantasy. I think it misses a little on the execution, but it has the right DNA to potentially be the best. I think 6 is held back only by, it pushes the Super Nintendo to its limits and it does the best job it can. But to plant my flag here, because once this game comes out, I'm talking about Revelation. Once this game comes out, it will no longer be a mystery. We will probably know definitively if this is a sequel or a remake. that has been kind of the back question. I have said from day remake, this is a sequel to Final Fantasy VII. I 100% believe that this is going to end as a sequel to Final Fantasy VII. So I don't think any of the other Final Fantasies can do the same thing. I think Final Fantasy VII is poised in a very unique place where doing a remake that walks the line of being a remake but also being a sequel is something that's unique to what 7 did.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, like, you guys have,
Well, we don't even know if they're going to continue to. Right now, they've announced 3, but if the game's actually considered to be doing well, I don't see why they wouldn't do a 4th.
oh yeah, they could do that. Why not? Or more. I mean, they could spin it off. They spun it off before. What was that standalone PSP game? A lot of people like
Crisis Core, I think, and
yeah.
Dirge of Cerberus.
there's a couple of
Vincent
other
game.
ones,
Yeah.
that I've never played, so I can't speak to them. But like, they are playing, like John said. We can't tell if it's a sequel or if it's a remake, but I could see, the further adventures of the team. They did Advent Children, a movie that takes place after,
Oh, that's
There's
true.
tons of ideas
Yeah.
they could do. So, like, if it is like a big franchise that's doing well for them, I could just, I
Yeah,
wouldn't even be mad about it. I'd be
Keep
like,
it going.
sure, do a
Yeah,
fourth one.
7's considered what it is for a reason. So milk it, milk that teat. I say. Speaking of milk and teats, Street Fighter 6 is getting.
Oh my god, dude!
That's not how I meant it. That's not how I meant it. What I meant was milking the franchise. Milk the franchise.
No
not,
one's gonna believe that. No one.
not Milk and Tifa, but besides Arjun joining the team, we've got Tifa. And how do we
Teefs.
how do we feel about Tifa being the fighter? Are you guys going to
Jesus
suddenly
Christ,
get
it's
into
so
Street
bad.
Fighter? Are you guys going to be fans now and play that?
No, I hovered over the buy button. I'm like, no, I don't. No, I'm not interested.
Not
I didn't
into it.
have the money to buy it. Nerdtacular was a wonderful trip that is going to leave me looking longingly at many a thing for,
Yeah.
for some time.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, but I will probably get into Street Fighter 6. I have, every time they've put Street Fighter 6 on sale, I have hovered over the buy button. Fighting games for me, it's a love-hate relationship. I love the idea of them. I've been a big fan of fighting games all my life. I am the worst fighting game player on the face of the earth. I will take a game that I've spent months with and be like, yeah, let me play with somebody, and they will beat me within 2 matches. It's like, what was the point of all of this?
Yeah.
I'm just not good at it, and so there's this thing in the back of my mind where it's like, I would love to actually learn how to play a fighting game. Like, put in the time, put in the effort, and actually be able to engage with this, so I don't just sit back and go, oh, it's a thing I don't have a skill in, and actually learn. Because when I say I'm bad at it, it's like, it's one thing to be like, yeah, I'm bad at it. I keep pushing buttons and it doesn't work out for me. Versus I actually tried to learn how to play and get good. And I learned what the mechanics of a fighting game are.
Right.
And having a character that you really like is a great pathway to that. So maybe when we get to Tifa time in Street Fighter 6, maybe that is the gateway to me going, you know what, I want to actually learn a fighting game. I want to actually kind of get good at this, and maybe
Get good at her, and I'll get good at Arjun. Jesus, man.
Arjun. Yeah.
And then we'll stream we'll
You're-
stream the match. We'll make it a big
Arjun has never had as many fans as the moment you saw him, and then that was like,
It went up by double that day.
yes, it went up to record highs when Arjun was announced.
Yeah, I don't know why I like Arjun, but I do. But anyway, yeah, I have to admit it's kind of tempting to want to just see how that game is now. And I like fighting games. Like you, I'm terrible at them. I'm probably saving my stuff more for that Virtua Fighter. What's it called? Content Zero, or what is it? Whatever the name they gave it.
Like Paradise,
Something Lost.
Crossroads, maybe.
Crossroads. That's it.
Yeah.
And they are doing a campaign for that. It's the Yakuza people. Like, there's a lot to be excited about there. So if I'm excited about any fighting game that's yet to come, I think it's that. Because, campaigns are now a very expected part of these things. Mortal Kombat changed that forever. You can't just do your freaking ladder now. Like, you got to go. You got to.
Well, that was the answer for me. Is it's like we got to do something for these guys that are bad at video games,
right.
Like,
they're not going to buy our fighting games, so give them a story, and we all bought it, and we were bad, but we bought it.
Worked great.
Yeah.
I can beat that computer on easy mode through the story just fine.
Congratulations.
Just fine.
Now, John got maybe the most excited for Resident Evil Veronica, or V, they called it, right?
Well, let's name a couple other ones real quick, and we'll end on a high note. Because there's one of these, Scott, that I am shocked is not on your list, and I believe it is simply because you forgot it.
Okay, what do we got?
Let's talk about Gen Atlas.
Oh, yeah, Gen Atlas.
From the people who brought you Ico and Shadow of the Colossus comes a game where you are a giant robot mech head.
Yep.
And just the pedigree involved with this team, with like what they've made. I'm really excited. I love the visual look of this game. I know I'm the it's sand person, but like
there's enough water and stuff. It's a pretty ethereal kind of interplanetary kind of desert. Yeah. It's different, I think.
Yeah. I love the look of it. I have always been too late for these games. Like Ico, I didn't hear anything about until I knew everything about, right? Like, and I hadn't played it yet. And even then, like, the game had been out forever by the time I played it. Shadow of the Colossus, I knew the full story going in already. And I was like, well, this hinges a lot on not knowing what the story of this game is. Like, it's still fun. It's still good. But, you know, a lot of the magical moments that people talk about are kind of discovering all of that stuff. And then sort of the same deal with The Last Guardian. I never played it. So this feels like a real opportunity to get into one of these games at the ground level and be like, oh, I'm going to actually play it and discover whatever it offers myself. You know, if it ties into everything, you know, a lot of those games do tie into each other. Who knows if this one does or not, but it looks good. I love the art style to it.
Yeah, it looks incredible. You're right. This should have been on my list. I think I was thinking about how far out it was, but this trailer that they got online for this thing and the GameSpot put up is an Xbox trailer. I thought this was just coming to PlayStation. Maybe it's coming to everything. I don't actually know. Does it say at the end? Epic. That's where it's coming. So it's coming to the Epic Games Store and Xbox. Maybe. Oh, that's what it was. People were mad because Steam's not getting it right away. It's going to be a timed thing. So there's that.
That's fine.
That's kind of lame.
I can open Epic if I'm playing day one, or eventually find it on Steam. If I don't, it'll be fine.
I'll bet it's 6 months. That's my guess. Something like that.
And then Alien Isolation 2, not a lot to say on that, but I liked that first game. Scott, I know you were a huge fan of
yeah. It's one of the scariest games I've ever played. It ranks up there with RE7 in terms of just raw terror. And I didn't finish it because it scared us so bad. Me and Carter tried to play it. One of these days, maybe before this comes out, we would go back and finish that one or something. But I was genuinely excited about this, even though I really probably don't want to play this. You know?
Yeah.
Because it's scary. Dude, it's
a game
so
I don't
scary.
want to play that I will probably be forced to play.
And what's ironic is you could just dump all the Alien content on me as you want, and I'll consume it all. I love it. Give me more movies. Give me more TV. Give me more everything. Good, bad, the ugly. I don't care. Let's go. But games, that is still some of the scariest shit ever, that game. So anyway, congrats everybody who had a mild reaction to Alien Isolation 1. You're getting a new one. So
yeah. And so then Resident Evil Veronica, not Code Veronica, now just being called Veronica, which I don't know if I'll ever get used to that, but that's fine.
Mm-hmm. I keep thinking it was V, but it's Veronica, right?
Yeah, it's just they dropped the code.
But it also makes it, didn't it somehow make it 10? Or no, what did it do?
It makes it 5.
5, okay.
Yeah. So it's not 5 in the timeline, but that's fine.
It's 5 in the Roman numeral in the V.
It's the 5th in the remakes, I guess, sort of. Not really. I don't know.
I don't know what they're doing with that.
They changed the name to 5. They put out this trailer. I figured out very quickly that it was Resident Evil. It was a record figure out for me.
That hallway's enough for me. Right there?
Well, that's true. This is a very familiar hallway.
Yeah, I saw that and went, oh, that's the RE engine, everybody. Get ready.
Yeah. This little old lady does make a joke that I missed when we were watching because I made my own joke about Chris punching rocks. Yeah. But when she complains about how messy the room is, she says it looks like a boulder rolled through here.
I didn't get it either at the time, but I heard about it later.
He'll never live that down, which is his own fault because there are only 2 people still alive that ever saw Chris punch that rock.
Yep.
And yet it is so infamous that villains in Resident Evil Village are able to mock him about it. Yep. So Chris went out and told somebody, yeah, beat the shit out of this rock to save somebody. Or Sheva told the story, but it got out somehow. Mm-hmm. I'm really excited for this. Code Veronica is one of the most intriguing Resident Evil games, and it's just not good. It should be, though. Mm-hmm. You know, I like Claire. It's one of those direct follow-ups to Resident Evil 2 in a lot of ways because it's following our other protagonist from that game who does not get enough attention on her for, you know, still being equally a part of that game as Leon is. And so it had a lot of cool ideas. Unfortunately, it was marred by really bad pathing through the game. There was a lot of running back and forth from where you needed to be. And it also was a game that unfortunately was very easy to hard lock. I had a friend who played through the game twice and accidentally hard locked himself in the exact same spot. He even knew what he was doing, and he still managed to hard lock himself playing through the original Code Veronica. Wild swings and difficulty. Like, it just had a lot of issues, had some performance issues, had some weird story bits in terms of the translation and whatnot. And I think that when you look at potential versus execution, Resident Evil Code Veronica was the most apt. Hey, look, it's Hunk in the trailer.
Yeah,
Scott.
it's Hunk.
You
oh,
know,
my gosh.
You know all about Hunk.
Hunk is back. I beat Hunk. Well, I sent Hunk crawling away, apparently. Bleeding.
Yeah.
But not dead.
So
yeah.
I think it's really intriguing. I think this is a game with a lot of potential, and it's being done by the people who did Resident Evil 4 Remake, a game that people said had no need for a remake, and then they made a game that was stellar. So a lot of high hopes that this will be equally good.
Stellar Leon.
Stellar Leon.
That's the new Stellar Blade
Get
sequel.
all the skin-tight Leon outfits that you could possibly want.
That's right. Leon should be better at making sure people are dead before he leaves the scene. I'm just going to put that out there.
Yeah, you're mad that Hunk might have lived.
Yeah, he's done that a couple of times. With Hunk, he did it with the guy with the thing on his head, the head scientist guy. He keeps leaving things for dead that aren't dead. So, Leon, you've had enough experience in this world. You've done this long enough. I expect better.
At this point, don't you think he just assumes he'll take care of them when they turn back up?
Yeah.
Like, it's just a bigger hassle to go out of his way right now. He's like, they're going to come back anyway. I'll just deal with it when it comes back.
There is a little bit of that. He's kind of resigned to it, you know, his attitude. We'll talk more about that later, but we think we're maybe 1 or 2 sessions away from finishing our playthrough.
Yeah.
Of my eternal playthrough. My gosh. Playing it most of the year of 2026. All right.
I think Bo still has one that we haven't covered, despite liking just about everything.
Stranger Than Heaven looks like. What do we got, Bo?
Well, there's not much to say. Stranger Than Heaven's been... We've seen it a couple times.
Not much to say. They brought Tupac back to life.
Well, I said not much. I didn't say 0. They're getting weird with it. I still don't know. Yeah, so Tupac's in the game. Not only is it starring Snoop Dogg, and not only is it starring Snoop Dogg's son, but now Tupac is in the game. Mm-hmm. And I think a lot of these other names are kind of celebrities, but I don't know them, you know, maybe in Japan or something like that. Or like, I think I heard a lot of people talk about, is it the Tori Kelly? Apparently he's a singer or something like that. I don't know.
I mean, one of those people had one name. Like, usually that's a good indication they're notorious for something.
Yeah. But Tupac is, I don't know. Anyways, I think
it's weird.
It's owns the rights to it. I guess not his family or something like that. So
The name.
I don't know.
He owns the name.
Well, to his likeness.
To his likeness, and to use the name in the game, I think is all
It's not
Snoop.
the first time Tupac's been out and about posthumously. I think they did a hologram concert at one point with him in it. So it's not like it's the first one. I don't know. I think I'm okay with it. I just want everyone else in the state or family or whatever to be okay with it, and then I guess it's fine. We just don't have too many examples of it. Only a couple of Star Wars movies, and it was Moff Tarkin, and it was pretty awesome. And I guess Leia was okay too. But I don't know. I just, is it a bit role? Is it a cameo, or is he a full on go collect 8 Yakuza ears for me or something like that? I don't know.
So apparently, sorry, I was just looking up. So there's been some chatter on Reddit about this. And it says that Snoop Dogg does not own the rights to Tupac Shakur's name or his likeness. Those rights are held by the estate, the Tupac estate. And then it goes on to clarify, it says Death Row Records was acquired by Snoop Dogg in 2022, which meant all the music, anything that's been recorded and unreleased, all released material. Like he bought his music. He has the rights to publish music and catalog, yeah. But this is the family doing it. They're just like,
well,
we'll do it.
Then they're getting paid.
Yeah, and Snoop probably was like, I'm going to be in this too, brother, or whatever.
I mean, and Yakuza's old enough. Tupac might have actually liked Yakuza as a video game.
Yeah, he was a fan.
I think Yakuza, when was the first Yakuza released? It's an old series.
PS2
right?
game, yeah.
Yeah, so it's entirely possible. I don't know. It's a weird. We're getting it whether we like it or not. I just don't know what to think of it. I think it's probably
a little
fine.
odd. It's a little strange, but I'm here for it.
And someone clearly is going to be voice acting. I guess the thing they didn't answer was are they getting a performer to do Tupac as
AI,
someone else,
shit.
or is it going to be an AI shit where it's they use Gen AI to give you Tupac's voice? I don't know. You know what I mean? Still, there's lots of questions about how this is implemented.
So I think the reaction in the crowd was like, oh, ooh. Like everybody had to think about it for a second. Like, what does this mean now that you've done this?
Do I like
it's
this?
just the thing that comes with a bunch of questions. I mean, that's kind of the issue with a lot of things. There's a lot of things we can do, and sometimes doing them. I mean, there was the Ethan Holm that was in Alien Romulus.
Ethan, not Ethan.
What's his name? I can't think of his name.
He's
You know who I'm
Frodo.
talking
It's freaking
about.
Frodo.
Bilbo.
That's what I meant.
Ian.
Bilbo. Ian Holm.
I was close. I was in the ballpark. Bilbo. Yeah, Ian Holm. By all accounts, they talked to his wife about that, and she was like, he would have loved this. He felt forgotten by Hollywood and stuff like that. He would have loved to have had a chance to do this, and he would have 100% supported it. But even when it is cases like that, as soon as you announce it, that's the story people are going to be looking for. And it kind of cuts through the layers of hype, which is why I think you have to be careful about when you do stuff like this, because there are ways to do it where you go, oh, that seems, fairly ethical within the realm of possibility. No matter what, we can't ask the actual person. We can only make assumptions and guesses,
right.
And trust the words of people that are close to them. But it still adds a wrinkle. And so that's the thing is good, bad, or otherwise, it adds a bump in whatever discussion you're going to have. And I think that's the thing that we're going to slowly learn over time is whether that bump is worth it or not.
Mm-hmm.
I guess look at it this way: if he's a historical figure, right? And so no one's mad if you cast Benjamin Franklin in a movie where he's a character, whether it's
Right.
satirical or real. But he's not in the game as Tupac; he's in the game as an actor. Which is where it gets weird. He's playing a character. He's not playing Tupac, right? And I actually just looked up. He could never have played a Yakuza game. He passed away in 96, and the Yakuza game, first one was released 2005. So this isn't a case of this guy's really loved this game franchise. In that other example, Ian would be chuffed to be in more Lord of the Rings posthumously because
Right.
he loved it.
Yeah.
So he has no connection to this series. So I'm just. It's not like Tupac's in the game where it's like, oh, Tupac's a historical figure and there's going to be a mission with the Yakuza getting involved with Tupac. Then I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Like that, we do tons of historical figures in fiction. This is fine. He's an actor. Like I assume there's lots of actors that need work. Like no offense to the Tupac family estate, but he's passed away. He doesn't need a acting job.
No.
You know what I mean? Like I guess that's the part that's a little weird, where it's just like I don't know.
Yeah.
And so it's just it seems like a marketing gimmick. We were all going like, oh my god, people might buy it or check it out or be aware of it based on this piece of news. That's why I say, is he going to be in it for 2 seconds? Is this just marketing? It just, I don't know. It seems a little poopy, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely gotten my mind off of what else is in this game. And then now I just want to, which I guess is the point. You've got people talking about it. Here we are talking about it.
But people
but
really
again,
like Tupac, so.
Yeah.
It got us talking about it, but isn't it just better to be like, doesn't this game look awesome? Like, isn't that a more fun conversation?
I mean, one thing you might say about this, too, is that because it's a historical game, there might be, the Yakuza games, well, I don't know how historically accurate they are, but they do tend to, dovetail a little bit with real-life events and real-life struggles. And so, what's pretty clear is, you have, you're going to have, we're in Japan, but it's going to explore black people in Japan, which is probably something that doesn't get talked about that much. Just like they did with the Korean mafia and how, they're Japanese citizens as well, but they're looked down on because they're not Japanese, because Japanese is highly ethnocentric. Japan is. Yeah. Same with the Chinese, right? So there might be something along those lines, and that might connect with Tupac was very much a politically motivated, like a speaker for, black rights and all that stuff, even though he was involved in a lot of bad stuff. So, this might all connect in that way and be like a really good choice, actually. So we'll see.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know either. Gonna find out though, aren't we?
Yeah.
And I know Bo.
And it makes sense because they're like gangster, they call gangster rappers. They're involved in that life. And, I'm just, my assumption about Stranger Than Heaven is that it is a Yakuza game. They're trying to market it like it's some new franchise.
A safe bet.
I'm this is Yakuza 12. This is a Yakuza game, for sure.
But a good way to revitalize interest is to say, this is from the team that brought you Yakuza, and then kind of sneakily pretend like it isn't one, and then do all the historical stuff, and it's got Tupac in it, and Snoop's in it. Like, you're getting all this, interest, and what you really haven't admitted to yet is it's just straight up a Yakuza game.
If it has shogi in it, it's definitely a Yakuza game.
Yeah.
That's how you know.
If there are people in
diapers. It has mini games. I refuse to play shogi and mahjong because I just can't be fussed to learn a game.
30 hours into the game, you find out shogi's in there. Gosh, dang it, they got me. It's a Yakuza game.
Yeah. Then suddenly all bets are off, and it's just nothing but all the famous Yakuza guys in it, or their parents, I guess. I don't know how that'll go. Anyway, we'll know in October. No,
everything's coming out in October.
Is that there? Sure,
a safe guess, September or October, but I
think
don't know.
It's here. It is this winter. It says no date.
January 2027 on the Steam.
Oh, yeah. Their trailer from the other day didn't lock it in yet. Interesting. All right.
It could be a BS release date. I don't know.
I think everybody put September, October, and now they're all trying to figure out where they're actually going to land now. They're like,
sorry.
All picked the same date.
Yeah. I have to interrupt on this. It is definitely a Yakuza game because look what's in this. I'm putting it
in the Discord.
Shogi? Did you find Shogi?
No, but this Kamurocho. It's literally Kamurocho. It's literally the start of every Yakuza game.
Then who are they fooling then?
And Kamurocho is a fictional part of. It's based on a real part of Tokyo. It's a fictional,
right? But it's them making. It's their version of it. Yeah, 100%, man. Yeah. Are they just trying to get away from the naming convention, maybe, and just?
I think they're just.
They've been trying so much. They changed the name from Yakuza to Like a Dragon, and then they're just doing weird. They can't. They have ADHD for titles, basically. They're
that's one of the mini games. They're just playing it, not us.
Yeah. So it's a Yakuza game. Sorry, guys. Sorry, RGG
is what it is. Yeah. All right, well, that's basically it from Summer Games Fest. Microsoft did stuff too. How do we know? Because this is queued up right here. Little 360 nostalgia there for you.
Was it? When in the 360 was that? Because they had several.
That was pretty early.
I didn't
think.
get nostalgic for that one. So
that one's pretty early. The sharp little cut thing at the end is very familiar.
That I recognized. Yeah.
I think the early bit. That was like back in the what was those called? Their blades. The blades days.
The blades days.
Yeah.
Now, see if you had done a bunch of blades going.
He would have known for sure.
I would have been like, oh,
yeah.
We're talking blades.
I liked blades. Blades were great.
Me too.
Yeah.
It's a lot better than what they have now.
Yeah, I kind of agree. It's a lot better than most of these things have now.
They went to tiles now. I hate tiles.
I don't like tiles. Ugh. Everybody does tiles or a form of tiles. I don't like how PlayStation does it. I don't like how Nintendo does any of that. Somebody needs to hire some UX designers and really give us something cool.
Watch some Star Trek The Next Generation and give us some of that.
Just give us L-Cars.
Yes, I just want L-Cars for everything. I couldn't remember what it was called.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still looks futuristic. Still looks awesome.
Yeah. And it probably is nonsense if you actually tried to use it. It's all over the place, but I would still prefer it. That would be great.
It's still the future to me, damn it.
The thing that really has blown my mind, like kind of far and away, is this Halo Combat Evolved or Halo Campaign Evolved remake of the Halo campaign, Halo 1 campaign. Should not look that good. I don't understand what that's about. That's a weird thing to me because why didn't Infinite look like? Well, what's going on?
I saw the footage of that, and I mean, admittedly, you put bright lights. There was a lot of super bloomy lights in that.
Yeah.
But, oh my gosh, it looked good. I have no idea if it will actually be good. I've heard a lot of skepticism about, the engine and what they're doing, and like, they're gonna change it up too much or whatever. But visually, it made me realize that maybe I like Halo more than I think I like Halo.
Yeah.
Because I was watching them do Halo things with really cool graphics, and I was like, Halo, everybody, look at it. It's Halo.
Yeah.
It looked so awesome.
Even that little bit coming through the thing. Look at this. This is an engine stuff.
Is that Tim Meadows, by the way?
No.
I don't know. Show him a bird. See if he can tell you what kind of bird it is.
It's a deep cut. I got it though.
It's not that deep. That
It's
was
a little
like
deep.
last year that he got bird blindness.
Oh, that's true. So look at this thing. Let's get to some outdoor shit. It's like, okay, here's this is all indoor. Hold on.
Stop showing environment. Show some Combat Evolved. That's what we need
Look at
to
this.
see.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Look at that Halo back there. Look at all this land. Look at all this shit. Now let's watch some fighting. All right, we got ships. Here we go.
Yeah, look at how bright everything is. Like, but I see that and I'm just like, oh yeah, remember Halo? Everybody is back.
I kind of want to just play this. This worked on me. I'll admit it.
Yeah, I thought the Halo this looked good too. I've not been interested in Halo in forever, and I was like, I don't know. They're going back to the original. The original's fun.
Yeah,
it looks really
split screen co-op. Even they're going to bring that back and a few other features. But
I mean, I don't think I'll pay full price for it. But
yeah,
I'll get it.
I'll pick
it up at some point.
I'll fire up PC Game Pass for this. Probably.
Yeah, exactly. No, it looks cool. It looks cool.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Anyway, whatever they're doing there, keep making sauce. Keep doing shit like that. Not necessarily remakes, but give me,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe make another Halo game.
Do you want good Halo? Is that you're asking for?
Okay. Let me say something that's probably difficult as if it's really easy.
Yeah.
What if you made another Halo game, but it was good, and it had a multiplayer mode attached to it?
Shit.
That like it came with multiplayer, campaign, multiplayer, and co-op all in a single package. I know this is asking for a lot. At the same time, like, let's also get that right. It all launches together as a single package.
Oh, not a separate release, you're saying?
Yeah, and you maybe make sure the multiplayer is well done and fun before you monetize the shit out of it.
Take that, Infinite. That was worse than just saying Infinite sucks.
I liked the time
I like
spent
Infinite.
with Infinite.
Yeah, I like it.
I'm not, it's
just
not necessarily meant to be specific shade for a game, but like, again, campaign, co-op, multiplayer, same time, same place, and good.
Yeah. It doesn't feel like a lot to ask. Because they did that before.
It shouldn't be, right? They did it a bunch of times, actually.
They did it with 1, 2, even more so with 2, 3.
Reach.
3 had it all. Reach, I almost said TLDR. What's the other one? Oh, ODST.
ODST. TLDR.
TLDR. Halo TLDR.
It's a very quick game.
Yeah, it just sums up the whole campaign for you. But yeah, I don't know why they couldn't. That was some weird time. I think there was rushes. I think that team was put through the ringer. I think there was so much pressure to. I don't know. Who knows behind the scenes? It was important to Microsoft for all their new initiatives that are now in flux anyway. But yeah, bring it on. Campaign evolved. I think it looks really good. I think we all kind of agree that Belmont's Curse is looking awesome. They should hurry the hell up and just put it out. So
Yeah, it looks
hurry
good.
up. Yeah, they showed more of that. Man, that game looks good. Jeez Louises. And did we determine it was the Dead Cell guys or was somebody else?
Yeah.
No,
it's
they've been consulting on it.
Oh, so it's not
they're
them.
like, I think Evil Empire's listed, but like they had a big connection because they had the Castlevania DLC with them. I was reading a blog post by them, so it's not that they're making it; it's that they were on the horn with them, talking about how to make it awesome.
Gotcha.
So they're sharing some development credit, but it's like it's not their game. That
Right.
makes sense.
Okay, no, that makes sense. I think this game looks fan-freaking-tastic. And we even had a proper side-scrolling, like, branded... Everybody who's making one of these, but none of these are... I almost said Final Fantasy. None of these are Castlevanias. This one is. And it looks spatial. I can't wait.
It looks like, oh, you guys like these side-scrolly things with super extravagant graphics. Okay,
Yeah.
let's get it for you guys.
Yeah.
Well, it's always
with Shinobi,
weird. It's always weird when a genre gets really big and like the game infamous for kind of like being like best in class in that genre
Yeah.
has fallen by the wayside.
Yeah, it's weird.
You know what I mean? It's like, well, what are you doing? It's like when everybody is making a ARPG, but for some reason Blizzard's not making Diablo or I think this is a great example. It feels like a ton of people are making these Souls-like side-scrolling Metroidvania-style games, but for some reason Castlevania has ceased to exist. It's like, well, why is everybody else doing it and you're not?
Yeah.
Or they don't do it fast enough. Like, I mean, Metroid Dread was huge for this reason. It wasn't it Game of the Year even that year.
It did really well.
GAs.
Yeah, people
I think
liked it.
like, and it's like, are you going to make another one? Like, it's been a while since the last 2D Metroid. Like, is that it? Like, okay, I'd play another one. When was it released?
Yeah.
It was released in 2021. Okay,
Yeah.
it's only been 5 years, I guess. Not that bad, but
Still. Yeah. I don't know how it's
So, same
sold.
with-
I assume it's sold. Okay,
I mean,
but-
these two franchises are the name of the genre.
Yeah.
Metroidvania.
That's a good point.
Yeah, so it's just like.
Plus, didn't
it
that
sounds
game
like
that game got
you
you to
should
buy
make
a
money.
Switch, didn't it, Bo? That was your Switch buying game.
It was one of them actually. It was between that and Pokemon Unite. I can't remember
right.
which came first. I think Unite was the main one, but Dread was the I'm glad I did this. So yeah.
Oh my gosh, the Global Adult Gaming Expo is going on Steam. Any recommendations? Says Scipio in the chat. So is this all adult games on sale or something? Is that real? Sorry, I just noticed this in the chat.
Hardcore Parn.
I don't.
Global.
I have no Parn games, but
Oh, I've got some.
Hold on.
Global Adult Fest. What's it called?
a global.
Next-
Let's
There's
see.
a Next Fest going on.
Global
right now.
Adult Gaming Expo is so it's unless you may have their settings to not show adult content. If they do, you probably won't see
Global
it. But
Adult.
I don't see it.
It's on Steam or is it somewhere else?
Steam.
It's on Steam.
Yeah, that's what he says. I don't see it.
Well, I don't know why they're not recommending it to me. I get in my recommendations like full-blown adult games, and they're like, because you've played games similar to. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And it's always because of Resident Evil Village is the big one.
Yeah.
That's the big one that got me, where it's like, you clearly love all these porn games. It's like, I played Resident Evil. What are you doing?
Yeah, I don't know why that's considered.
And also another thing it could be is I did used to go to a bunch of them for Dear Martha's back in the day. So I never bought any, but if my browsing history is to be believed, I've played all of them.
Yeah.
So.
And we are still in the middle of, not Next Fest isn't right now.
I didn't realize The Adventures of Elliot came out today.
Oh, really? We were talking about that.
It's only getting mixed reviews right now, but I'm very interested. I'll have to get to it.
Yeah, only 64.
It looks like mixed reviews because of performance, maybe.
Oh, that'll clear
yeah.
up.
It looks like the mixed is performance based at the moment, but I'm really interested in that. Maybe
keep an eye on that.
We'll check that out.
Yeah, the reviews that are good are really glowing for it. And everyone else seems like it won't run. My PC did something with the poopy. Brr.
Something
with the poopy.
It's not fun when games don't.
No, not to throw shade. I think they have every right to have.
Spend $60 and the game won't play is a pretty valid complaint.
I agree. I'm going to get. By the way, speaking of that, Sea of Stars. Remember that game? And I was like all jazzed about it. And then it's just everyone got busy about other games to play. They just put out their big final patch for that. It includes a bunch of new content and stuff. Man, after watching that trailer, I think I'm going to play me some Sea of Stars finally.
I bought it. It was on sale. I bought it recently because I had played it only through Xbox thingy, Game Pass. That's it.
Xbox thingy.
Xbox thingy.
Yeah.
And it was on sale real cheap not too long ago. I don't know what it is right now, but it was...
currently on sale a little bit. Oh, if you buy no, those are bundles. No, right now not on sale.
It was a lot cheaper when I bought it, but yeah, I picked up the Sunset Edition because that game's good.
It is.
I played
very
a good chunk of it. It's very, very good.
I need to get back to it. So I've been like, there's 3 things right now knocking at my door. The Final Fantasy Remake series, to finally just give it its proper due. And then what was the third thing? There was a third thing. I can't remember. There was something else where I was just like, I got to play that.
Chat says the Steam Summer Sale is in 7 days.
Oh, well, shit. Let's wait for that for any of this.
Hopefully that runs into July. Yeah. But, yeah.
Okay, Next Fest is going. Yes, Bo.
Some of the titles in this Global Adult Gaming Fest are pretty awesome.
Bo found it.
You found it. All right.
Well, I didn't find it on my thing. I had to I'm looking at it in the browser window. I can't see a link in the actual Steam client for some reason. But I want to give a shout out to one iced latte with your breast milk, please.
That's an actual title I could
Brought
buy.
to you by former Blizzard dev.
Yeah.
I posted in there. The other one, also honorable mention to Breeding City welcomes you.
Ugh.
Yeah, it looks like a SimCity like.
What the frick? I'm sorry, I have to share this one. Here you go, chat. Bo just shared this with us. We're sharing it with you.
You're welcome.
One iced latte with your best milk, please. Effing what?
I don't know what the hell's going on in the adult section of Steam, but it is unhinged.
That's great. Good
It
luck.
looks like there's a ripoff game of Marvel Rivals called Badass Supers. And wait, I need to take a closer look at
I'm
this.
glad one of us found this. I can't find any of these. I think I'm on. I got my settings weird.
Okay, this is way more graphic than I was expecting.
I want to see.
No, not really.
I want to see.
Go to Badass Supers.
Show it to me. All right, let's take a look. Oh, yeah. We're not.
That was the quickest I want to see to
So the art was comic booky and actually looked like not too bad. And I was like, oh, they're clearly like riffing off of Marvel Rivals. Like you can see that. But then it's like, oh, this isn't a shooter game. Well, it's a different kind of shooter game. Anyway.
Yeah, different kind of shooting.
Yeah,
You might have a
but it was
pistol.
Very it was more graphicer than I thought it was going to be.
Or no, you'll have
graphic.
You'll have a stamen in this one, I think.
Yeah.
The one that I'm most excited about by the current Next Fest, by the way, just because I saw it, I wanted to say this before I forgot about it. This Restory thing is my next chorecore obsession. Look at this video. We're just going to play a little here. But look at the stuff you get to clean up and fix. So you open your little electronic shop, and this is chorecore as hell, of course. Look at that. I can already tell. Look at that.
Oh my gosh, this looks awesome.
A fake PSP.
Going on my wish
You're going to
list.
clean.
Yep.
Look, you're cleaning the screens out.
No, I'm for this.
Yeah, 100%. Demo's out now and is at 97%.
I like that it's called the PMP.
Yep, and the Pokia, the Pokia instead of Nokia. It's the talker one.
I'm on board.
Look
with
at that
this.
DS. There's a DS looking thing. I'd probably call it something else, obviously, because you ain't gonna call it that. But yeah, I'm so in it.
Yeah, this is an N-Gage. Gross.
I can't wait. This needs to come out. There's another phone,
Taco
another
Talk.
Pokia, another there's a PlayStation. You get cartridges. I know you got to blow those out, do stuff. I can't wait. Hurry up.
I like the look of that. Yep,
Yeah,
I'm on board with that. That's a chore core I'll play.
Yeah, you'll like that one. All right, what else did we have? Bo? Yeah, we haven't talked about the only other things we're talking about. Obviously, Fable's still a thing on my list. I really want Clockwork Revolution. We don't know much new.
I thought both those games, Fable and Clockwork Revolution, were games that I was interested in, and I thought the Microsoft trailer actually made me less interested. Now, Fable, I still think is going to be greater than its trailer. I just didn't think it was a very good trailer. But it was really like they already know. They're like, we've told you everything about it. We're going to introduce you to the villain. That's fine.
Yep.
It just didn't move the needle for me either way. Clockwork Revolution, I remembered being really excited for. And I almost went back to watch the other trailer after watching this one to go, why was I excited about this? I don't know why it didn't do it for me. I still hope it's good because I still feel in my soul the hype that I felt back originally. But the new trailer for Clockwork Revolution felt a little bit like a step back.
Oh, interesting.
For me. But it is a game that I have been in the past interested in. And actually, real quick, Kusanagi in the chat, I don't remember what it was called. I don't know how I missed it. But that game where you play as a magician, that also did.
Oh, yeah. What was that called?
Yeah. That's the problem is I don't remember the title. What?
It's called Magician-y Magician.
Yeah.
How'd you forget it?
It's called Magicians, the Devil's Deal.
That's it. Right?
that was right.
Is that the one?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, Magicians, the Devil's Deal.
The
Go for it.
Devil's
I like that
Deal.
you said it's called Magician-y Magician. Then you said it's called Magician the Devil's Deal. I said it right. I got it right.
Yeah, yeah.
This is not the same thing.
Yeah, this is interesting, right?
Yeah, sorry.
2027, I guess, on this one.
Yeah, this is the
Magician-y
one.
Magician.
Getting Bioshock vibes out of this. Should I be?
Yeah, I think so.
I think it's meant to be like wacky tobacco, you know?
All right. I'm into the tobacco that's wacky. Cool.
Yeah. So Magicians looked all right. Actually, I tossed that on the wish list. I'll keep an eye on it. I don't know if I'll play it or not, but it looked cool. It definitely looked cool.
Yeah, that looked neat.
So what sold me about Fable was one of the NPCs called the player character a twat, and I thought, I like this game.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm in. But he said it in a British accent, you dumb twat. And I'm like, I'm gonna play this game. Like it's clearly
Wow, that is a great sales pitch they made to you.
And also, Nadia is in it from what there is in the shadows.
What happened in the shadows?
What's going on in the shadows?
What we do in the shadows? Yeah, that's what I said.
Isn't it? What's the deal with the shadows?
What's the deal with the shadows?
What's going on in the shadows?
But I swear, I think I saw her in there, and I'm like, yeah, this has got all the like BBC Channel 4 regulars in here. I'm like, I'm in. I want to see I'm going to buy this.
All right.
I hope it's good.
I'm 100%
but-
going to get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
The last
eBay?
thing they covered did a lot of good. Sorry, go ahead, Bo. Let's talk
That's
about
okay.
it.
I want to get through my games quick because I just want to rifle through them quickly. So I thought the Microsoft showcase was really good, except for Asha Sharma's presentation, which sucked ass. Because she's like, "Guess what, gamers? We heard you. You like console exclusives." And it's like,
The play.
welcome
play.
to gaming. You've been in gaming for 2 weeks, and this is what you have done. She doesn't even play games before. She sucks as an ambassador. She's a nice person, maybe, but anyways.
Sure.
E-Day looked pretty sweet. I mean, it's just more Gears of War, but it looked pretty sweet.
Looked really nice, yeah.
I'm in for some get the hell out of my way while I'm shooting. Damn it.
It was the most shocking revelation of that trailer was how they look outside of the gear outfits. You're like, oh, all of these people have gigantic heads.
Yeah, they really do.
I think Marcus had a key, like a chain, like a bullet chain. And I was like, that's weird.
That was a little weird. I think I just want to hear him screaming things like come on, and just like all that stuff. I'm just so excited.
Gears is a vibe. It can be fun, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, multiplayer looks good too.
Looking forward to
E-Day.
Yep. Clockwork Revolution continues to like be very intrigued about that. You know, like the developer, and I like it seems like a fresh setting. So it's cool.
Yep.
Metro 2039. I'm down for some more Metro. Let's go. Looks good.
Up for pre-order already, I believe. Oh no, it's just at wish listable.
Yeah. This looks like it's back to more of the mainline stuff. I still have to play Exodus, which I downloaded because
Exodus is good. I liked it.
Yeah.
Scary though.
Yeah. Well, that's why we like Metro. And then, we mentioned the other ones, and Doom's getting a DLC finally.
Called Revelations.
Yep. Called. We couldn't think of a better title. Here's your Doom, assholes. It's basically.
Here's your Doom, assholes.
If you call your game Revelations, it's kind of what it feels like. Here's your slop. Like we didn't think too hard about a title because we just want to get you more levels. And it's like, okay, great.
I like the term. It makes me laugh. Here's your Doom, assholes. I'm going to write that down somewhere. That was great. All right, so that's Microsoft, I think.
That's Microsoft. But overall, I thought the presentation was actually really good. I think
it was solid. And in retrospect, it's hard to watch, though, because you're like, two of those games you mentioned, you're about to sell or shut them down. Like, what the hell are we doing?
We sort of know, like we don't know too much, but we know it's a bigger concern than just a gaming company. And they've got sucky ambassadors right now. I don't think Asha Sharma is a good ambassador. Like she's probably a nice person. I'm not saying anything personal or anything, but I was watching an interview with her, and the interviewee's like, it was like a Bloomberg interview or whatever, and it's like, so I know you didn't really play video games, but do you have your gamer tag now? And now that you're playing video games, what video games are you playing? And I'm like, this is your salesperson for your gaming division?
It's kind of
Someone's
annoying.
like, hello, fellow gamers. We want to prioritize play. Like, of course, everything's going to be filtered through a context of shit. Even if it's a sound business decision. Terrible ambassador. And I feel like this is the curse of Steve Jobs, and the curse that I think a lot of people a lot of great people at Blizzard did, where like everyone that's in tech that's a leader. Like you were saying about Capcom, how they don't bring their people out. It's like this curse where they all feel like they have to be celebrities, like even all these AI people and stuff. And it's just like, you are not that guy. Like very few people are that guy. Like
that's why I haven't been able to get that out of my head since Sean said it, because it was like, why don't they do this more? Like, why don't they back off of this? It doesn't. Maybe it does sell games to say
she may be the best thing for that company, but I don't want to hear. If she doesn't know anything about games, I don't want to see her. Like, you know what I mean? Like why is she doing salesmanship and ambassadorship? Like, just run the business. And,
at least it felt like Phil used to be one of us a little, right? Guy
he plays games. Like, yeah. It's just like he wears his Hexen shirt. It doesn't matter. He could be shit at the games, and it could be a little bit of a put on because he's a busy adult working and whatever. But he seems to genuinely enjoy where he's at and would understand a lot of reference. If we were just having a drink with him somewhere, he'd understand like Diablo and references and stuff.
Yeah.
But the interview I saw was like, I'm just getting to understand games. I never really gamed before. And I'm like, what are you doing, Microsoft?
Yeah, it seems a little weird.
There's got to be 1,000 people in the wings. Doesn't matter if she's a woman or don't care about any of that stuff, man and woman. There's probably 1,000 people in that company that would be a much better fit who actually play games in their off hours than whatever the hell they were thinking putting her in charge.
Yeah. There you go. Strong words from a strong man.
Or putting her in an ambassadorship. She might be great for the business. None of us can comment on that. We don't know her. How she's with that side of things. However,
Anubis in the chat says being a gamer doesn't make a good CEO. Yeah, but he makes a better gaming CEO, I think.
It makes a better ambassador. We're talking about ambassadorship, right? Like we don't know anyone at Capcom. We just said that. They could hate the people at Capcom could hate games, but are smart about the business. We don't know, and this is not the sales pitch.
The conspiracy theory is, well, like Digital Hype just said it. Satya Nadella brought her in to wrap it up slowly. I mean, that's a conspiracy theory people are buying into right now. I don't know if I buy it, but the
presentation started with her. Like, this is her introduction to people. Like, this marketing is going to be seen by more than the side interviews us nerds really get into, right?
Yeah.
And just that her first impression was like, gamers, we hear you. You like console exclusives, which is completely tone deaf.
Yeah.
You didn't need to say anything. You didn't need to be on camera. You just run the business and let the direct do what it needs to do.
Not even Sony's shift back to exclusivity. They didn't make a big deal about it. I mean, we pissed us all off when we heard the official thing, but they didn't get out on this direct and go,
Yeah.
gamers, we heard you. We know you like Sony PlayStation right where it is on the PlayStation. They didn't do any of that.
The direct is for everyone, though, right? So, like, there's those of us that are nerds that are going to pay attention to gaming news and make a big fuss about it. But that's not everyone. But everyone's going to see the direct. Like, a lot more not plugged in people are going to watch that stuff.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a pretty already. It seemed like a stumble to me, but not a big deal. Like I said, the presentation was really good. I'm just not and in the context of the layoffs, I think this is a case where they're talking to investors. There's something else that came up recently where they're just like they're butchering their sales pitch to consumers in order to address investors. And like when you address investors, you alienate customers most of the time. So that's why those calls and communications or behind closed doors should be not on your main PR thing. Seemed like a real fumble to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't love it. Did you guys hear Avowed 2 got sort of leaked to working on that? That made me happy, amidst all these shutdowns. Yeah, somewhere.
Oh, interesting.
So I like Avowed.
Yeah, that's one that missed me that I'm still like, maybe to play it. Maybe.
I liked it. If you're in the mood for a first-person Skyrim-like with better combat, and I don't know, I like the world of Avowed. I like it. It's good.
All right.
Avowed 2 could be in the works according to Fallout New Vegas developers. Somebody let something slip. So
Yeah, I thought, it's not a perfect game, but I thought the way they handled combat and the way they handled making things interesting in the world to find was kind of top notch.
yeah,
So
it was good. Story's a little tepid, but
yeah, I didn't really like the companions. None of the companions really landed on me more than like, you sound like Garrus. I like Garrus from another game.
they really hoped that was enough, didn't they?
I mean, it kind of was, but like, it's like there was a point where I had to have that come to Jesus moment of like, do I like this guy because of the character he is, or do I like this guy because he sounds like Garrus from Mass Effect? And I was like, I like him because he sounds like Garrus from Mass Effect.
Yeah, I'm with you there. All right, well, there's your Microsoft business. Get ready, gamers. They've heard you. All right, moving on. Let's do Nintendo now. That's all we have for that. A little Switch sound.
It fits.
I had to
What else are you
prepare.
gonna do?
Yeah, what am I going to do?
Yeah.
Wii Fit is it. I could have found that somewhere. But anyway, I'm really only interested in the Ocarina of Time remake, and I'm not even sure I'm that interested in that. I think...
I wrote that exact same thing. I don't know if you copied
I'm not
me.
sure.
I want to be excited for the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time remake, but I'm not sure. I love that game.
Yeah.
I'm nostalgic for that game. There's a part of me that's like, I would love to play that game again. But then I saw it like it was handed to me, and I went, I don't know that I like the look of it. I kind of think like Star Fox, Nintendo's on this big remake kick, and every time I see it visually, I go,
Did we see much of the game? I thought it was just like a tapestry.
It's just
No, I saw enough to see a little plastic Link laying in a bed. It was like, why does he look like that?
Yeah,
so they're not following the Breath of the Wild artist.
No, not at all. It seems like it could be neat, but it's just so hard to tell from that very brief. He's napping like at the beginning of Ocarina of Time. He's just laying there.
I just need to see more.
Yeah.
I need to see more. I hope, like, obviously the bones of the game are good. It's a timeless game for some reason. For not some reason, like, I don't know.
I mean, it's an all-timer.
timeless game for a good reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, it's a phenomenal game. I would love to play it again. I'm nostalgic about a lot of elements of that game, but they haven't shown very much. And what they did show, I went,
Yeah, but they might make the Ocarina actually better than it was originally, which would be cool.
Wait, that's not it.
No, that is.
Was that it?
Wait.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't sound right. Did I screw it up? Hold on. I have a version of it here.
I
No,
think
that's
Ocarina-
right. That's right.
Dun, dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun, 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 dun. There it is. Okay. I'm back on board.
Well, you said it, and then I was like, but is it from another Zelda game? Because it was one of those Zelda games that, like, it has the overworld theme, but for the most part, it was all its own music. But then a lot of games came out afterwards that have riffed on it a little bit. And so sometimes you don't know if it's like, well, was that original or was that a riff on something? But, yeah.
I feel like there's also an argument about how many times I've played that game. I played it on 3DS when they remade it there. I played it twice on N64. There may have been a GameCube port that I put some time in, and then
There was a secret GameCube version where it's like one of those limited, like you bought this, so you get this on GameCube.
That's right.
All the old Zelda games. Yeah,
I can't remember how that went, but I remember. I mean, I love the game. I think it's an all-time classic for a reason. But as soon as I saw that and I heard that music and I saw Navi flying around, I went, "Oh, again though? Again? Are we doing that again?" Like it just felt like too much.
Listen.
Yeah, it's just like too much. But I say this as somebody who's about to devour freaking Assassin's Creed Black Flag when it comes out in a couple of weeks. So I'm not opposed to remakes. I don't know. This is a lot. Nintendo's really doing that right now. They're like really into like, let's do another one. Let's get that going. Starcrocs. Now this. What else? What's next? I don't know.
Super Mario 64, baby.
Probably a thing they're working on. They did that again for 3DS as well, I think.
The 64 era games are so iconic. They were innovative for their age as well. Like it was a reason to get a 64. Like even though the 3D looked bad and the controls were awkward, they were doing things that you wouldn't get from other games. So they're very appealing.
Yeah.
You know, like even riding around the horse in Ocarina of Time was like a big deal.
Epona. Is that his name?
Yeah. There's like lots of cool stuff about this. Like I'm even like a little bit like, oh,
The Dooku
it's been
tree.
so long I barely remember it, but it's intriguing.
Deku tree. Yeah. The Dooku tree tries to kill you with a lightsaber. It's very different.
Kenobi.
I mean, it seems trite as well, but they're even like locking on, I think, was a fairly new concept in games where you could lock on to enemies and stuff. There's a lot here that.
No, you're right. Innovated the hell out of the genre.
So
well,
they make a pinnacle version of the game. I think this is a great idea. I mean, we need to see more. That's all.
it will sell well. I think it's going to do really well. Question is
There's
only
a very
do I
good
want to.
chance I get it.
It's like, do I want to play it again? I kind of want to play the Star Fox game again. Starcraft. That's
You
all.
also want to play Star
Yeah, I would also play a Starcraft game. If they could get
Freudian
that
slip
going.
for sure.
No, StarCraft 3 is on the way.
Yeah,
so.
that's what we hear. Has that been confirmed by Blizzard that they're really doing that, or is that all rumor?
No,
at this
it was the last piece of news we heard. It's just so much copium. I take it. It's definitely happening.
All right. Well, Nintendo. I guess I'm excited about that. John mentioned that as well. Bo, you also like Duskbloods. You want to get into the?
Well, I like Nightreign, and this is like a weird PvPvE thing. I don't know if it's good. I'll probably wait for a review, but if it's really good, I might buy a Switch just to play Duskbloods, even though.
Well, it's officially the cheapest
It hurts
console
me
again.
to
For a
say
minute,
that.
it wasn't, but
Yeah.
now it is again. So,
But it might not be that good. I don't know. They didn't show that much, but it looked intriguing. You know, I'm like, I don't know.
hey, by the way, anybody watching the stream, if you look at Bo's video and you see this picture of the three of us looking like we're singing, it's because we were. We did they're not Backstreet Boys.
It was
Backstreet Boys karaoke the other night.
I want it that way.
Yeah.
I like it that way.
I want it that way. Tell me why. That whole thing. It's the only good boy band song ever made.
It wasn't just us, Tanner and is it James?
James is there from Same Sex
and-
Mary. Yeah, he can actually sing, so that was cool.
So Tanner got signed up for it, and then I said, "Well, if we can get Scott to do it, I'll go up and help you."
Hell yeah.
And then it was like, "Well, why not a whole boy band?
Yeah,
Why not all six of us?"
I'll have video clips of this soon. The actual thing. So watch for that coming down the pipe.
Yeah, at karaoke. Anyways,
Patrons get it first. Anyway, what? Sorry.
Yeah. Duskbloods looks cool, and Final Fantasy Resonance looked cool.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention.
That's going to be on all platforms. That wasn't a Nintendo exclusive, but it's them in 2026. Same as Castlevania, going back to the 2D business that made them
Well,
so
sorta.
good, but with a 2026 twist, like Octopath and all that.
Yeah.
They have a mobile game that they killed because it was a mobile game, and that's the way it goes. And they're bringing a version of it. And
Oh, what
calling
is this
it
a
new game?
Oh, are they?
Oh, wait, I'm not excited anymore. Is that what this
Yeah,
is?
welcome to my world. I was like, cool that Bo's
Oh.
excited for this, but
Oh no, I take it off. I take it back.
this
No,
looks like some
I'm not
demobiled
excited.
garbage.
Yeah, I don't want to play. I don't want to play a D-Mobile. Yeah.
I mean, is it considered like you take out all the free to play shit and all that? Is it a go
I
game?
have heard people say that it's good, and like,
I'm
but
not
here's
excited
the
for it anymore.
okay. Here's the path I went on. There's part of me that was like, "Oh, what is this? I'm excited," and then somebody was like, "Yeah, it's the mobile game," And I was like, oh, well, that
that's
sounds
an
like
immediate-
sounds like garbage.
Yeah.
But then I was like, but they said, they're doing their own thing, and I have played some mobile games that have been demobiled, like they took everything that was the mobile stuff out of it, and I was like, maybe I'll look at it and give it a try. So I pulled up the page for the Steam listing for it, and the first thing I saw was pre-order bonus, Magitech Airship and Squire Starter Pack.
Oh,
Contains
shit.
one Magitech Airship Pass Key X1, one Knight's Great Sword X1, and I was like, okay, not interested. Square, I really need you guys to figure out that, like, you have an IP. Like, look at what you did with Magic the Gathering. You created the greatest selling expansion in Magic history off the strength of your IP. You need to value your IP.
Yeah.
And there are times where it feels like that it's valuable, so you take the shortest path ever to try and monetize it.
Yeah.
It works out when you put the effort in. And, like, I can respect the belief that, like, well, people worked hard on this game and it's going away, so let's have a way to preserve it. And I do kind of, to a degree, understand and respect that. But, like, I'm just not going to get excited about mobile caching garbage, even if you've removed all that stuff from it. Like, that's all it's ever going to be to me. Find a way to make, like, a real game.
Yeah.
And
All right, well, it's off my list.
I killed it. Sorry, Bo.
Yeah,
Close out. Yep.
Sorry, Bo. I killed it.
There's plenty of games to be excited about. All you got to do is say, "Oh, this is a mobile rehash," and I'm just like, "Oh, oops, sorry, my bad."
Yeah,
Like,
take that off the list
gross,
as fast
gross.
as you
Ugh.
can. Well, don't take us off your list because we're going to take a break. When we come back from this break, we are going to talk about the games we actually played. I had very little time for anything, but did make a couple of things work. John, on the other hand, good Lord, look at your list.
Yeah.
Woo!
Hey, I finished 2 games.
Oh, you finished it. See, everybody's...
Yeah, I didn't try some. I went all the way to the end of some. Although I guess
I thought you really did want it that
I'm
way.
bragging for no reason, but yeah.
Well, we're going to talk about all that. We got some feedback from you guys, some other cool stuff, so stick around. We'll be right back. Hey, everybody, we're back. Welcome back to the show. We are now going to talk about the games that we played since we last spoke, and we're going to do that right now.
Barry.
So check this out. I played a bunch of Resident Evil 9 with John
Hold on, you're skipping us.
Oh, did I skip? Who did I skip?
Oh, I guess technically this is you and me, so it's
Yeah,
you
I'm
had
just putting
shared
it all
play
together.
this week. Okay,
So that was
Sorry.
part 8 of Resident Evil 9's playthrough. Way more parts than most people need, but we did it. 9 will be next week. That could be our last or possibly second to last session. If it's our second to last, I'll bet the 10th session is short. If I had to guess, like an hour or something like that. But
Yeah, I think we've got it probably in
Yeah.
1 or 2.
I just ran into the Smeagol's, the Lickers, and it's going to get weird in there. So, yeah. Having fun, though.
Kudos to that game for introducing new enemies this late in the game, though.
I
You know what
agree, yeah.
Most games rush to put everything like up front so
Yep.
you get to see it all.
Yep.
Like, oh, here's new stuff. But when you consider there's new enemies on the motorcycle bit, then there's Mr. X comes
Yep.
back. Spoilers.
Spoilers, everybody. Mr. X
Oh
makes a
shit,
return.
Mr. X is back.
I was not happy when I saw him.
You've got the return of Mr. X. You got creepy little girls in the scripted bit, and lickers. Oh, and humans.
And humans. Oh my gosh, F the humans.
Like, in the past couple hours of gameplay, you've had 5 new enemies.
Yeah,
introduced.
they really go all out. Plus, this environment is wildly different than anything we've seen up till this point in this particular game. There have been laboratories in previous games, but this is, I mean, they have spared no expense on this Jurassic Park. It is a beautiful interior. The vibes are very, like, kind of alien, Prometheus. I don't even know what to a little bit of Westworld, the TV show, a little bit of that in there. It's cool, man. Really cool. Anyway, we're getting close. And if you haven't seen
and
the
plants.
Oh,
6.
and plants 6. F those plants.
Scott doesn't like the plants.
They were dicks. How many times? 5 times at the plants before I finally got through them? That was awful.
The big boss plant.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
with
was,
his 2
he was
arms.
a little rough.
Freaking just random throwing down, and I'm zoomed so I can't see peripherally, like he's about to swing the left arm, and I had to, like, I don't know. It was hard. It was a good challenge, but That game's great. RE9 brings the sauce, everybody. And it's all up on video now, frogpants, or youtube.com/ what's the damn thing? youtube.com/Scott Johnson. It's all up there. All right. Also, at Nerdtacular, Bo and John battled in an epic Magic the Gathering Commander Showdown. I didn't know about this, so I missed it entirely. Could you guys please explain how that went down? Either one of you.
It was impromptu, right? So a listener who came to visit, Jay Terry, brought all of his Magic cards with him. And he said it would be a dream to play Magic with you guys. And I was like, well, that's time consuming, so I didn't know if we could fit it in. But then he said he brought 2 Final Fantasy Commander decks. Final Fantasy 6 versus Final Fantasy 7, big grudge match. I was like, oh, that's a fun idea. So I sadly missed a couple panels due to it, but we carved out some time on day 2 to play. And because John was still new to playing and I'm very experienced, he was helping John make optimal decisions, much to my chagrin, because I found his deck to be clearly the superior deck, but he definitely made some optimal choices to destroy my mana base with one of the artifacts I had. Anyways, we had a good time, but it took us, because all the cards had a lot of text on them, and John had to read them all and understand what they were. It took him a little time, took a little time to be like, what does this card do? What does that card do?
There was a lot of wondering, but the finale, the way it ended, not just because I won. If Bo had done this to me, I would have thought it was epic too. Was a really cool play where you use the throw ability, which, in Final Fantasy is a move where you throw an item in your inventory, and depending on the rarity of the item, it depends on the damage. And so basically the way it works mechanically in Magic is you sacrifice one of your cards, one of your creatures out there in play, and the mana cost that they have is the damage that you do. And I had one very expensive card out there. And so I did a lot of damage that Bo thought like, okay, well, this is a lot of damage, but I think I'm going to be okay. And then triggered the throw and sacrificed one of my high level characters to instant kill him. And that was a cool way to end it. And I do see Winmade just asking which commanders. So I played as Celeste. Yes, Celeste from Final Fantasy VI. And even though he could have picked Tifa for some reason, Bo played as Cloud.
Yeah, why didn't you choose Tifa, Bo? What happened there?
Cloud's pretty awesome. I like Cloud.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't I play as Cloud? I don't know. He's a soldier.
I don't know. We can't see the universe where you picked Tifa and won.
Yeah.
Well, we only were able to play one game. It's not like I was hoping to do a best of 3, but the one match took a long time. So that's fine.
One of us didn't know what they were doing. It might have been one of the big reasons.
It was very entertaining, and thanks to Jay for bringing those cards and letting us play. Also, what was really funny is he didn't bring sleeves for the decks, and I got kind of...
Oh, did you have...
I felt the way about it, so I had Uber deliver me card sleeves. And also... War Crusher was there, and I guess he's a big board game guy. Because I went into the board game room, I'm like, so I ordered 2 decks of sleeves, one for John, one for me, and they're both 100. But she did a replacement, because one of them wasn't available.
Right.
And the Uber driver got me 65 sleeves, which wasn't enough. So I was like, oh my god, emergency! Does anyone have any spare Magic sleeves off chance? And War Crusher brought 700 sleeves. Like, I brought them just in case. You never know.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
I was like, oh my god, thank you. Could I, and he gave them, we gave them to Jay. We didn't keep them. I literally bought them and just gave them away. I'm like, I'm not playing Magic without sleeves cards. Ugh.
My gosh, I had no idea that it was that many. I thought I just had some handy or something, but...
Yeah, but he just brought 700 spare Magic sleeves. What a great group of people.
Yeah, they're the best.
To be like, you know what? I think I'm just going to pack these 700 things, extra weight to carry around, because there might be a Magic the Gathering emergency.
And we haven't even talked about how that board game room was stacked, man. We had so much cool stuff in there. Games.
I wish I had time to. There's just so many people to see, so much to do. It's hard to justify sitting and playing a board game, at least as a creator on the panel. But I would have loved to have just gotten in there and play some games. It's just... The weekend goes by so fast as it is, So,
sure. Yeah.
But I'm glad we could squeeze one out. I wish we could have live streamed. Had I known I was going ahead of time, this would have been a great main stage thing.
Oh,
delete.
hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I didn't even think
But,
of that. Maybe
But it was good.
Maybe at CoreCon 2027 we'll do that.
I didn't even consider it until it was brought, but it was just interesting. We had a good time playing, and it was fun playing with John.
Whatever the central point between our 3 locations are, we travel equal distance to whatever that might be.
Yeah, what would that be? It's probably like Kansas or something.
We gotta figure. Hold on, what would it be?
We just get a map out. You can probably.
Well,
see
you guys
pretty
are
easy.
so close, so I would be the one making the average large, right?
Well,
What is
yeah.
the centermost point between?
We've seen North
get
America.
AI to do this. It can think fast.
Let's
Yeah.
kill a lake. Let's
America.
kill a lake for this.
Yeah, do a whole lake.
Let's poison someone's water to answer this question.
I already killed that lake with with watering my lawn today, so don't worry about it. Let's see.
So Bo, you're in Ontario, right?
Yeah. Ottawa,
Here.
Ontario.
East. Wait, where's Nova Scotia? Oh, I see.
I'll just put Ottawa, Ontario.
There it is. You're just above the Great Lakes, so I think it's something like Kansas or Nebraska.
Scott, what is technically your city?
Salt Lake
If you're-
City. Well, South Jordan, but it's aces. It won't matter that much. Because then, let's see. This is a fun radio experiment.
Let's see. Yeah.
Go on here.
I don't know if I typed it right.
It's hard, you know.
Western Nebraska.
Okay.
Very close to the town of Ogallala.
Ah, sweet.
So Nebraska is where we'd go?
Nebraska is like it's like cornfields and flat. There's no. It's a boring as hell out there. But
We're
whatever.
gonna descend on Ogallala for CoreCon.
Ogallala.
I guess Omaha's east though, right? Yeah, eastern Nebraska. I don't know.
I leave it to the chat. Ogallala is great, says chat.
Is it okay? Do they know? That's CoreCon 2027. Everybody meet in Ogallala or whatever it is. Fantastic. All right, where the hell were we?
Ogallala Lapooza. I can't say
Ogallala
that, guys.
Lapooza. There you go. That sounded weird. Anyway, thank you, Jay, Terry, and everybody there for watching that. I wish I'd have seen it. I missed it. All right, I had a little extra game time, but not a lot. There was so much going on. But before the event, I did get some Voidling Bound in. This is a game that Bo had recommended. Apparently, the demo for this was super hot when it was out. And Voidling Bound came out right. Well, I had a copy of it before it for sure came out. It's out now. Currently 92% positive on Steam reviews. Voidling Bound is cool. That game is rad. Bo is right. That game is very cool. And how do I even describe this? It's like Pokemon or, creature collector. It's not really Pokemon, but because there's no turn-based or any of that. But you are collecting creatures and stuff. And you're this like weird automaton robot man, kind of. I don't even know if you're human in this thing. It's not real clear. But basically, you inhabit this thing, and all you do is unlock new creatures and then send them out to fight. You get in a chair that hooks your brain into the creature, and then the creature goes down to the surface, and now you're playing like, I don't know, Returnal a little bit. Like, or you know what's a better one is like Risk of Rain 2 is the shooting vibe. Because
This looks super cool. Did he talk
very
about
cool.
this on an episode I wasn't on? Because I feel like whenever I hear a game I haven't heard of, I look it up, and this looks so cool. And I don't feel like I've ever
Bo brought
seen
up the
it.
demo some weeks ago.
I downloaded the demo, but didn't get to it. But it was overwhelmingly positive during like a Next Fest, and I was like, man, this is like one to watch. People really like.
Oh, you know what it was? It was, John, what it was is we were looking at the June releases, and Bo had it on his list, and he's like, oh, that one, don't sleep on that. That looks like it's going to be rad.
Apparently, I slept on it because now I'm looking at it. I'm like, this looks super
It's
cool.
pretty cool. And your mutations and the just kind of crazy builds you can work on with your little dudes is pretty intense. I only got as far as unlocking, I think, 3 dudes and got one guy pretty leveled up. But the loop is real good, and the reviews seem to support that. I don't know what else to say about it. There's a bit of, I think Bo said this too. There's a little bit of what was the game that? Oh shit! What was the game where you could make creatures? A lot of people just made penises. Spore. There you go. There's a little bit of that with the customization of it. Doesn't go so far as like here, just Lego together a creature. It's more about how you play that creature and then evolve that creature. So I guess that's more Pokemon than anything. But the action's all real time, and I think it's just the right mix of kind of action shooting and kind of bosses projecting what they're about to do and you getting out of the way, like those circles you just saw. Just a fun combat. There's tanky characters. There's more DPS sort of range stuff. There's things that are squishy, but like, mage kind of glass cannon style. Like a lot of different ways to play it and a lot of loot to pick up while you're out there. And then you go back to the ship and you kind of upgrade things, and you brought some eggs back and you hatch those, and a new rare hatches. You're like, sweet, let's try that guy. It's neat. It's real good so far. I didn't play very much, enough to know that it's good, and it plays on Steam Deck just fine. I had a little slowdown, but it's currently in early access, I think. Oh no, maybe it's out. Take it back.
It's out now.
It's out.
It's just out.
So there's some talk that will improve. I think there's a couple of issues with Steam Deck, but no issues on desktop. And don't know if it's on consoles or not. Might be. I think Switch 2's getting it or got it. Can't remember.
I haven't heard about it being on
anyway
else.
It's very cool, and I can't wait to play more. So Voidling Bound out now for your playing pleasure.
Currently Steam only, according to the website.
Okay, maybe they're just starting there. I hope it goes more places. I
think it might go more places.
It should port well. Controller support's really good. There's no reason I couldn't. So watch for that. And then I had a little bit of time in Dynasty Warriors Origins. I have a few people to thank or blame for this. Okay. I blame Steam for putting it on sale.
Yep.
I blame John for giving this a good review when he played it.
Yep.
I blame Mark Spagnolo for being a lifelong fan of all things Dynasty Warriors, and I just got suckered into this thing, so I got it. You know what? Dynasty Warriors is cool. It's just a big button mashy good time. And I got far enough to get through the big tutorial missions at the beginning, a little bit of story, and then I'm into like my first campaign or my first mission. I guess they're basically missions. And taking on, crowds and crowds of enemies and relatively simple controls. There's some nuance to the controls. It's not all simple, but you can kind of mash your way through it. There's something cathartic about it. I get it. I get why people like these. So I'll keep it that. I didn't have time to play much. Again, Nerdtacular was looming and I just didn't have time, but picked a perfect time to grab a new game.
Yeah.
Right when I can't play it. But I like what I saw.
Look forward to relearning that later.
That's right. So that was fun, and I will keep at that as well. Again, that's Dynasty Warriors Origins, available everywhere you get your video games. All right, John, I can't wait to hear about Astro Boy, the commercial that's a game somehow. I
have a lot to talk about. I'm not going to go in order, so I will just jump around, and I will try and go fairly succinctly.
All right.
First up, for quick little things that I played the demo for the new Onimusha Way of the Sword. I saw that a demo came out after the last trailer that they showed, and it's one of those games that feels like it could go very either way. Like, it feels like they're doing a very deliberate... It's new graphics, and I know it's new graphics, but for some reason, when I look at a screenshot, I'm like, it looks exactly the same as it did on the PlayStation 2. How did they do this? But I decided that the best way to find out if I should be excited for it or not was to play the demo. And I played the demo, and I got to a spot where these spinny little lizard-looking creatures attacked me, and I smacked one, and his spin attack deflected backwards and hit another enemy and blew up the other enemy, and I went, this game's awesome. I love this game.
Wow.
So the combat feels really good, and it seems very interesting to me. I think if you like Onimusha games, it's probably a no-brainer. If you are interested in Onimusha games, check out the demo, see if you're going to like it. But I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be another Capcom purchase for me this year.
Nice.
Capcom continues to just put out everything this year.
Yep.
Also played a little bit of Mina the Hollower. This game was gifted to me. I apologize. I do not have who gifted it right in front of me at the moment, but I might have it by the time I'm done talking. But Mina the Hollower is a game that I think I could end up liking. Rhino, there you go.
Rhino Kenny.
Good,
All right.
Good meeting you at Nerdtacular.
Yeah, super nice guy. Also forgot their 3 hosts. Just kidding, that's a joke. I'm totally kidding.
So, it hasn't hooked me yet. I think the issue is one, I was playing in a unoptimal setting when I tried it the first time. I actually thought, oh, this will be great for Steam Deck, and it plays great on Steam Deck, but it was while I was house sitting. It was while I was being constantly interrupted by a dog that thought I was there just to pay attention to him. You would think dog less needy than a 5-year-old, and you'd be wrong. Like, I look at the things that are in this game, and it looks super cool. I love the art style. It's very throwback to like old Game Boy Color games, almost. And there's a lot to like there. I'm very early on, and the only problem that I'm really running into is the titular hollowing that makes Mina a hollower is that Mina can dive under the ground. And it works as a bit of a dodge mechanic in the game. The problem is that it's sort of like fat rolling in a Dark Souls game. To a degree, there's a wind up to it. You don't press it immediately to dodge. You kind of have to anticipate the dodge a little bit, kind of like just rolling, like in those games where it's like you don't get instant invincibility frames or anything like that. So you kind of have to wind up your dodge. I don't like it. Like when I play Dark Souls and stuff like that, I go out of my way to make sure that I am not fat rolling my way through the game. I hate it. I want dodges to be immediate. And because I haven't really landed with that yet, it's not feeling as tight as I want it to be. You also use this hollowing mechanic as a way to propel yourself further forward. And I can see once I get used to it and it all kind of falls into place, I think the game that's there is really good and really cool, sound-wise, graphically. Story's kind of interesting so far. So it's got a lot going for it. It just hasn't grabbed me yet, and I'm going to see how I feel about it playing it on the big screen instead of the Steam Deck, which I tend to prefer. So I'll get back to you when I get back to it. It's installed. It's just other things have taken precedence over it right now.
Sure. I'm very curious about this one too, and I don't know if the Souls-likeness of it puts me off a little, but I really liked Shovel Knight, and Shovel Knight was hard, but not in a Souls-like kind of way. It's just platforming.
I mean, I think this is, I don't know if I would call this Souls-like necessarily. It feels challenging, but I'm only comparing it to it because, like, when I think of a dodge that you have to wind up for, I always think of the Souls-like fat roll. Like, that's the thing that immediately comes to mind.
So would you say the comparisons to not Link to the Past,
Link's Awakening.
Link's Awakening, would you say those are fair comparisons? Like that kind of game?
Graphically more than gameplay, it does feel a little bit like it, but it doesn't feel... It's so funny because I associate those games with being very accommodating, and this feels very challenging right out of the gate. So I immediately go, it's not like
Good
it.
point,
Because,
yeah.
But I'll have to see. I haven't put a ton of time into it, so it feels a little unfair to be too harsh or too favorable to it just because I haven't played enough.
Yeah. Okay.
The other thing, for some reason, I decided to get a 100% completion on Library, tidy up the Arcane Library.
Oh, geez.
I don't know why this game just really scratched a particular itch for me, which was like, I put on audiobooks and just listened to audiobooks while I was sorting books and stuff like that. It does have kind of two pretty tough to a degree achievements that it did mean I had to beat the game 2 more times to get, because one of them is you have to completely sort the library accurately, and you can use whatever means you want, so you can use all your magic, but you have to do it, I think it's in under 3 hours. I can't remember. It's 3 or 4 hours, something like that. It's a time limit one. That ended up being a lot easier than I thought once you understand how the library works, which is what I had done right before that run, which is you have to do it without using any magic. You can use the ability to jump or carry more books, like the minor magic you can use, but you are not allowed to do any of the auto sorting, any of the auto summoning. Like, it's basically you manually put that library back together.
Oh my gosh, dude.
It took a really long time, and it was fun.
Mad
that's the
respect
thing
for
is
that.
I don't know why. I don't know why I enjoyed it. I was able to get other things. Things have been very stressful at home recently for a whole plethora of reasons. And this game focused and calmed me down, and it was something I really needed at the time. And that's probably what did it. It also did let me understand the library. Like, I now understand where the shelves are. I do disagree with the placement of some book series, but that's between me and the librarian. But freaking a-hole Merlin.
Yeah.
I wondered at the beginning why they had to put any similarities between any real people. Like, they do also say or published works, and I was like, oh, they just put that. And then I read the letter from Merlin when you win, and I went, oh, this is clearly based on somebody. I know they're telling me it's a coincidence and I'm imagining it, but here, I'll read the first little blurb, and you just tell me.
All right.
When you beat the game, it says you are a very good person. To Librarian, listen, everybody is talking about how we handled the situation at the library. It's a huge story, a total success. It's because I made some very smart moves, probably the smartest moves in the history of this university.
Wow.
Everything went perfectly because of my amazing leadership. I told you exactly what to do, and as always, I was proven right. I only settle for the best. Everybody knows that.
Oh my gosh. dude.
Could be anybody. In this case, it's Merlin. And it is it is what it is.
He is a prick in this. Like the very first letter you read, you go, what the hell? What?
Why am I locked into the library because of something a pixie did?
Yeah, it seems so broken, but it's also great. It's the way it's written. It's really good.
It's fun.
I
you
hope
get a pizza.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's how you get you. Anybody who helps you move or do anything, you give them a pizza. It's all okay.
That's right.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want to your workforce as long as you give them a pizza.
Absolutely. That's what I've learned from capitalism.
Yep.
Anyway.
So, I also played a lot of games with my son.
Yeah.
He is slowly getting more and more into games. Right before we left, he was getting big into Lego Batman and learning how to navigate a controller, although the controller's still too big for his hands. I'm sure they make tinier versions of controllers. I need to find somebody who makes a good, like, mini Xbox style controller for him. And find something like that, because that right now that's the biggest hurdle for him. Is he's like Rex in Toy Story 2. He can't move and push the buttons at the same time. He has to invest way more of his hand space to play, but he's into it. And so we played Astro's Playground, and he got really into it. Really enjoyed it, but we were playing my save of it, and I was basically at the end. So we beat the game almost immediately, because it turns out I didn't have very much to do. And it's funny
pretty
because
short, right? Like it's not.
Yeah, it's not a super long game.
Yeah.
But coincidentally, around the same time, a conversation was happening in Discord. There was some people in there, mostly one, but several people overall, that felt that somebody on core needed to appreciate AstroBot. Won the Keeley's Game of the Year.
Yeah.
And a bit of a debate broke out as to whether saying, yeah, but I didn't finish the free version, so why would I buy the full thing, was selling the game a little bit short. And I was like, yeah, I'm not going to get that game. I wasn't going to buy AstroBot, was what I had decided.
Yeah.
Well, it turns out that all it took to get me to buy AstroBot was my son going, Dad, is there any more of that Astro Robot game to play?
How can you tell that kid no?
I was like, well, Days of Play sale is going and AstroBot is on sale, so now is the time.
Yep.
So I bought AstroBot, and he and I started playing that together. And here's what I have to say about AstroBot. This is a game that absolutely deserves the accolades that it has gotten. It is phenomenal. It is not different from Astro's Playground. So let's be clear about what we're saying right off the bat. If you play Astro's Playground, you had a real good idea of what AstroBot is. They are not completely different, but I would say the way I would describe it isn't demo, isn't free version. That is a little disingenuous. But I would say that Astro's Playground is a proof of concept. And then AstroBot is the refinement, if not perfection, of that concept. Like, everything just makes a little bit more sense. Instead of running around and seeing a bunch of robots filming scenes from PlayStation games, you're actually collecting the robots from the PlayStation games. Chat is correcting me. It's Playroom. It's not Playground.
Playroom. Yeah.
Playroom. Okay.
Easy
Thank you,
easy
Chat.
to mix that one up. Yeah.
Before the emails come in, Astro's Playroom. But AstroBot really figures its stuff out. Everything kind of ties into it. You're rescuing bots. You use those bots to do other things. That unlocks more stuff. It unlocks costumes. And it just feels like a complete game instead of just a really good thing.
Yeah.
And AstroBot is phenomenal. It's charming. It's got an amazing soundtrack. I already knew that because I was listening to the soundtrack before I had even thought about playing the video game. Soundtrack is amazing. The collections are a lot cooler. It feels a little bit less like an advertisement too, because in Astro's Playroom, you are collecting like, look, you got a PS2. And as fun as that is, like, you're like, yeah, let's go. Now you're actually rescuing bots, and it just so happens that some of those bots are dressed up in PlayStation cosplay, and that feels a lot less advertising than check out the game camera,
Yeah.
So
I wondered how
fun
they'd
as-
handle that stuff. I didn't play it, but it seemed like there was an opportunity to screw that up. It sounds like they
Yeah.
didn't.
No, it's just that now when you collect certain bots, it's like, oh, this one looks like Joel, and then down the line, oh, this one looks like Ellie, right? Like they're just, and it's kind of fun to guess. They don't ever even tell you who it actually is.
Yeah.
Like you'll get somebody who's got a beard and a flannel shirt, whatever, and they're like, this guy might be the Last of Us, or they'll say something vague like that. This bot's the Last of Us.
Yeah.
And so you kind of have to figure it out yourself. But my son had a lot of fun with that because I'd be like, oh, it's Joel. And he's like, who's that? So then I'd get out the phone and be like, look, he's a character from PlayStation, which also wouldn't mean anything to him. But for some reason, me showing him that, he was like, cool. Like now I understand. He's a man on your phone as well. This is neat. So we've had a lot of fun with that game as well. And AstroBot is absolutely is very, very good. And we're, I think, currently on our third galaxy of 5, I believe, with how it's paced out. And it feels, bigger and a lot more robust in the things that you're doing. So
Can you tell how much more you have? Like, is it, what am I trying to say? Is there a lot more to go?
It's substantial. It's a substantial game. Like, it probably feels like 3 or 4 of what you got in Astro's Playroom. Like, I would say one stage or one galaxy, because you kind of fly around because a Xbox alien broke your PlayStation.
Yeah.
And you go to different galaxies to find parts and stuff like that. And it looks like there's 5 of them, I think. And it feels like each one of those is about the size of Astro's Playroom. So
Okay.
it's pretty good variety and absolutely solid. Highly recommend it.
What was the sale price on that? I'm just curious. How far
I think it was $35.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
That's
It's about what I wanted to pay for the game to begin with.
I was going to say, that's pretty reasonable. Yeah.
Not that I'm saying it's only worth $35, but everybody has their own little price in their head of like, this is what I feel like I would want to play or pay for it. But yeah, my PlayStation's seeing a lot more because I said before on the show I got a new monitor, which means behind me there's a new monitor back there, and it's a lot nicer to play PlayStation on it. Like, It didn't help that before it was like, okay, well, it's a PS5, but it's hooked up to an old, barely 1080p monitor that has a terrible refresh rate and is on its last legs. And the only cool thing about it is it's curved, and like even that's not that exciting.
Not that cool anymore. Yeah,
I'm on a good monitor now, and it does make a big difference. So my PlayStation is a lot more exciting. Also because my son and I play games on there together now, and that's fun.
Love it.
Because we also played Burnout Paradise City.
Oh.
And
Was DJ Automaton or whatever his name in there? Was he in there?
yeah, and my son listens to him like he's a voice of authority, because he's over there playing and I'll be over here playing something else. So we're kind of back to back in the office playing together. And all of a sudden my son will go, "Dad, what's a Sunday driver?" And it's because he heard DJ Atomica or whatever his name is say Sunday driver. And he's like, "What's a Sunday driver?"
That's great.
The thing that really impressed me, though, because I gave it to him because I'm like, well, he'll like the crashes. So even if he's doing bad, he'll feel good about it because he loves car crashes and stuff like that.
And Paradise has that stuff in spades. So
Yeah. Well, he struggles with it a lot. Like reverse and forward is tricky. So there's a lot of like crashing like exactly into a wall. And then like, "Dad, I'm stuck. What do I do?" You know, he gets himself in the Austin Powers situation where it's just forward, hit a wall, backward, hit a wall, forward, hit a wall.
Yep.
He's figuring all that stuff out. He's only 5. But the thing that shocked me is he had been constantly asking questions, which I had been constantly answering. And I was a little bit sick of him being in the office, if I'm being honest. But he was like, "Dad, I want to go to the gas station." And I was like, "Okay." And he's like, "Can you drive me to the gas station?" And I was like, "You find it. See what you can do." So he opens up the map and he starts pressing buttons, and he notices that the icon for the gas station pops up.
Yeah.
Because he can't read or anything right yet.
Right.
But he recognizes iconography.
Right.
And he goes, "Oh, I found a gas station." And he's like, "Can you get me there?" I was like, "Why don't you try it? See if you can get there. I'll help you if you get stuck, but you see what you can do." So he proceeds to start driving a little bit, opening the map, driving a little bit, opening the map.
Yeah.
And every 2 minutes, maybe even less than that, "Dad, look, I'm getting closer to the gas station." "Yeah, buddy, you are. You're doing awesome." A little bit more. And over the course of about 15 to 20 minutes, this kid used a map in a game that he would pause, drive a little, to navigate himself, and he got to the gas station all on his own. I was so freaking proud of him. I was like, oh my gosh, he's 5 and he's using a map. Scott can't do that now as an adult.
This is good. This is, this is a good sign, John. You're not going to deal with somebody like me when it comes to directions in your game.
I can ask him for all the help now.
Yeah.
But no, jokes aside, it was really, really impressive to me. And it was so cute because he was feeling so proud of himself because I was just telling him to do it himself. And he got so proud of himself that he didn't know what to do with the feeling. And he's like, "Dad, thank you so much. You're the best dad ever. I love you." And I was like, "Well, you did it, man. Be proud of yourself." And he goes, "I am proud of myself, but I just love you so much."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Okay, good. I'm really proud of you." I was like, "But I didn't do anything."
Yeah.
And he's like, "You put me on the road," which he meant literally. Before anybody's like, "Oh, he's very poetic." For
Yeah, no, he's just literally the road.
I literally was like, he was against a wall and I aimed him at the road. But he navigated all the streets himself. So I was just really proud of him. And it was a really good gaming moment to have.
That's
so,
awesome. Love it.
Burnout Paradise City was super fun. And last on my list,
Yeah.
gonna be done with this.
All right.
Stellar Blade.
Holy shit.
I went back to it.
Play.
So when I set up the new monitor, I had to test to make sure it was working. And I turned on the PlayStation because I didn't want to turn on the computer. And I was like, I got to play some. I wonder let me see how this monitor looks. And so I launched Stellar Blade on the PlayStation as my test to see how the monitor was working, everything's going. And I played maybe 3 minutes of Stellar Blade, and I was like, man, between Bo talking about it so much, I was like, I gotta play some Stellar Blade again. So I installed it on my computer, and I started playing it a little bit, but I was doing New Game Plus at the time, and I had completely forgotten how to play. So I was like, well, I guess I better just start a new game and figure out how to do this. I am now about to beat the game again on regular. Right now, I'm currently trying to finish my fishing to get all the fishing done. I have found all but 4 of the cans, which the last 4 cans are on the final mission stuff. So I am maybe on the road to 100%ing this game like Bo did, and I'm hooked. I'm so much better at this game this go around, though. I don't know what happened. I think it's Claire Obscure what did it. The first time I played this game, I had a couple tricks that got me by. I feel like this game, I am mopping the floor with bosses like a boss myself. I'm killer at this game.
You've obviously practiced more parrying, so yeah.
I've gotten very good at parrying, which has freed my mind to understand other bits of the combat a little bit better. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm a superstar at this game. There are bosses that I struggled with that I am mopping the floor. We'll see what happens when I get to Raven. That's the real test. But oh my gosh, it's a joy. It's a joy to be back playing this game. This game's so fun.
So how long does it take for this? I mean, if you're almost done again, how long do you think that took you?
It took a long time.
Really?
I got to play a lot of it because, again, my son's sitting back to back with me playing.
Yeah.
I have been playing Stellar Blade in front of the boy. It's fine. I'm wearing I was until he said he just found it creepy.
Yeah.
But I was running around and there's an outfit that's a full bear costume.
Oh, yeah.
So I was running around on that. I was like, I'll kid friendly up Stellar Blade quick.
Nothing sexy about that.
No.
So he said he thought it was creepy. So because he thought it was creepy, I switched it back to just normal clothes. And then the outfit gets progressively skimpier the quicker he goes to bed.
Gosh dang it. You're making me want to play this effing game. What is wrong with what's going on?
It's good. You played the Star Wars Jedi game.
Yeah,
right,
I like
Scott?
that game a lot. It was good.
Well, I was just reminded that like Stellar Blade to Jedi Survivor feels almost 1-to-1 in terms of controls.
Really?
So if you like those games,
it
is right there in that wheelhouse.
Okay.
You do have to, there is a degree of getting good at either dodging or parrying or both, but I think it all works really well. And there's so many deserts, Scott. There's 2 fully explorable different deserts to go through.
I love me deserts.
As well as a post-apocalyptic desert city. There's so much.
All right. You know what? When's the sale start? It'll probably pop on sale, right? That'll be a thing.
Yeah, they said like 7 days. So
all right. Maybe I'll wait. I don't know.
You should try it.
I want to.
You might like it. I still feel like you played the demo.
I did play a little of the demo on the PS5, and I was so annoyed with all the conversation around the game that I just freaking stopped. I just didn't push any further.
It's understandable.
But now I'm having that moment of like, we're past that. I can kind of just enjoy it on its own terms. The new game's got me a little bit hyped, and so I'm like, maybe I should just play it.
Yeah, it was good. Like I wasn't even sure. Sometimes you buy a game and you're like, oh, I don't know. You know, you try it a little bit. You're like, man, maybe I shouldn't have bought this. It was the exact opposite. I was like, man, I love this. It's great.
All right. Damn it.
Great little game. Yeah.
Cool. Well, more Stellar Blade, more video games. That's what we say here on the show. John, Bo, or let's go to Bo.
On the next mug. Stellar Blade, more video games.
Hello.
What'd you get up to? Looks like some Elden Ring to me.
Yeah, so we got to catch up from 2 weeks, so this is not just a week's worth of stuff, but I finished Shadow of the Erd Tree. Wait, did I talk about this already? Maybe I did. I beat the Consort Radon. Anyways,
I can't remember.
I think you were at least fighting him the last
I was fighting him, but I hadn't beat
it.
him, so I found him, I figured it out. I beat him.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it involved because it's been a little bit, but I made some adjustments to what I was doing and
swords.
beat him.
Yeah.
A lot of shields, I think.
Oh, yeah?
A lot of just sitting there and taking it. I think I hadn't really done any shields because I was beating everything, but so in this case, I had enough stats that shielding up and just standing there and just like, taking the defenses and then counterattacking at key moments got me there.
Nice.
Oh yeah, and I stabbed him. I got the part of it was using the Anspur rapier to Scarlet Rot him, so it finally worked out. Because you can attack while holding the shield up while doing it.
Well done.
Easy game. Anyways, I finished all of Elden Ring, and then I went and finished the main game, and now I'm done. So I played that for a bit. Next up is I started and finished Yakuza 6.
Yeah. Wait. Didn't you already beat that? What happened there?
Wait, did we? No, I don't think so.
No,
6?
he's talking about a different one.
Oh.
Are you going out of order? Because I feel like you were just on 3.
Yeah, I was just on 3, but I decided. This is what I decided. 4 and 5 are kind of old. 6 looks appealing. I'm like, who cares? At a certain point, I was just like, you know what? I'm just playing the one I'm interested in. Who gives a crap? I played it all out of order anyways, so it's fine. So I just gotta say, 6, it's a good one.
Okay.
They should change the name of this game, though. It's called Yakuza 6, The Song of Life. They should change the name of this game to Yakuza 6, Grandpa Big Mad. Because basically you get out of jail, and like while you're in jail, your adoptive daughter Haruka is like going to take care of the orphanage, but she decides, because she was an idol for a little while, but confessed to having a Yakuza father, that was a big shame, right? They're like, oh my God, your dad's Yakuza? Like, ooh,
Sure.
like you're terrible. So she goes into hiding, and like no one's heard from her. So you get out and you go back to the orphanage, you're like, where's Haruka? And it's like, she's missing. Nobody knows where she is. And you're like, what? You're getting mad. And then it's like, you go around looking for her and you find out she was in a car accident and she's in the hospital and she's in a coma and can't wake up. And you're like, oh my God, you're getting so mad. They're like, wait, also she has a kid and you're a grandpa now.
All right.
And he's like, what? And then he's mad about finding out he's a grandpa. And then he's like, wait a minute, where's the dad? And then he's extra mad. And then he finds out it wasn't an accident. She got killed not killed. She got injured, by the criminal underworld. And, of course, the Yakuza are pulling him back in. And Daigo, who's the replacement for the Tojo clan that he picked, the 6th chairman, is also in jail. So now there's a bunch of opportunists trying to take over camera. It's just him getting progressively more and more super pissed off. Like, he's finding out he's a grandfather. He's like, where's this damn kid's dad? Why isn't he protecting her? Like, he's just like smoldering the whole time. Like, everyone's talking to him, and a Yakuza plot ensues. Like, you start beating the piss out of everybody, trying to get answers. And it's pretty great. Go to Hiroshima. There's a big secret to Hiroshima. It's a pretty cool place to go and hang out. And you it's the country bumpkin Yakuza. You kind of get along real great with them. You have some new brothers. You, of course, fight a whole bunch before you become friends. And it was awesome. I just couldn't stop playing it. I was like, man, this story is up there.
Look at you finding a new. I didn't realize 6 was a. I don't know what I thought 6 was one of the old ones, like an old.
6 is basically seen as the last game in Kiryu's story, except they went on and made a giant pile more. But it caps off the Yakuza 0 through 6,
Okay.
kind of. Except it ends up being kind of samey for a plot. It's like he gets out of prison. Even at one point he goes back to Kamurocho and he's like, this place again. I hate this place. It's like the 7th time he's back at Kamurocho beating up criminals that he's been trying to leave for all 7 games. Well, let's say 5 games. The only thing is, in this one, the mini games aren't too great, except some guy does introduce you to live adult chat rooms.
Sweet.
On the internet.
Let's go.
And so there's a mini game at one point where the girl's taking off her clothes, but they don't show any nudity, but it's just strip teasing a little bit. And you can write boobs in all caps, but you have to press the correct characters on the control pad or whatever, like X, Y, 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 X, X, and B, 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 A. It's just you writing really cringy, normie things in the internet chat room. It's I'm getting excited. Oh, take it off. Boobs, in all caps. It's really
Wow.
It's hilarious
And fantastic.
Yeah. So, and then it resolves nice. It's a great story, and I know what happens after. So there wasn't any earth-shattering revelation in this one, except I have a better understanding of where the Daidoji faction kind of starts, where Kiryu gets involved with them, which is, I think Daidoji's big in an infinite wealth. I don't know. And in Man Who Erased His Name.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you kind of get that he's starting to get into the politics side of things.
Sure.
They're kind of bad guys too sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, great game. Finished it, played it. It was great. Loved it.
Nice.
And had heart touching moments and all that stuff. And at one point you have a kid with you, like your grandson, and he cries. And there's a mini game where like you have to make him stop crying. So you got to guess what kind of shaking or rocking you have to do, and it's like first person view where you're shaking the kid. And
Seems
like,
dangerous.
well, in a gentle way, like rocking the kid, I
Okay.
guess is a better word for it. Yeah,
All right.
you're like,
Yeah, shaking would be
calm down, little guy.
a bit of a problem.
Yeah, no, not like that. Not
People
like
go
that.
to prison for that. Yeah.
He never hurt his grandson. I mean, rocking the kid. Yeah, it was a great game.
You know what? That's awesome. I love that you're gonna one day you're gonna have the entire catalog under your belt.
They need to remake 4 or 5. They seem too old. I'm gonna skip them. I've pretty much done all the games except for 4 and 5, and I don't think I will play.
All right. Well, maybe they'll do it. They seem to be having no problem.
This is just the last one on the list, that I was like, I'm curious about, and it's done. There's none I haven't played now, so
Sweet.
except for the 2 boring ones.
Well, there you have it.
Yeah. And then after that, I started playing Nightreign again because I like Nightreign.
Yeah.
I haven't played since the expansion dropped to Nightreign, so there's 2 new heroes. The Executor? No, that's not right.
You froze
The
up.
Undertaker. The Undertaker.
Your brain kind of went, and I thought I lost you.
No,
Like
Executor. He's already in the game. The Executor's already in the game. It's the Undertaker, who looks like a weird nun, which I don't get why. I don't get it, but she's cool. She's high in faith and strength and can undertake people. And then there's a scholar who's like a guy who likes to analyze the enemies. Anyways, I'm not really playing it. I'm playing my fave, the Duchess. Duchess is awesome.
Yeah.
Which I think you're even showing right now. That's the
Is it?
Duchess
Oh,
right there.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, they're
But,
down.
I mainly play Iron Eye and Duchess. Those are my 2 faves.
Nice.
That's the bow and arrow guy, and the Duchess is a knife magic-y girl who has like. But what I like about Duchess is she has extra long evade animations, and they just look cool. For dodging. Anyways, I'm playing a lot of Nightreign. The game's fun as hell.
Were you sad that we didn't get any announcements for that or their next game?
Surprised.
I mean,
Oh well, Dustblood is coming out, so I just assume they're moving on. This was already a splinter team internally that just wanted to. This is not the main team that made Elden Ring.
I see.
They had a fun idea. They wanted to bring it to fruition. It got greenlit, and now we have it, and it's actually awesome, amazing. Like,
but aren't we we're about due for an announcement for a their next big multi-platform game, right? I think
so. Like Dustbloods is that title right now, but it's not multi-platform.
Yeah.
But I think that's what we're going to hear about, and I don't know. I'm in the mood for an Elden Ring too. And I was sort of in the mood for it that I actually got Dark Souls Remastered to give it a try.
How'd you like that?
It's a bit old. I might refund it.
Looks
I don't know.
it looks pretty, but it's not.
No, it doesn't look. Once you play it, you're like, oh.
It
geez,
was
like,
old when it was brand new. It's not about look.
It's a
sure.
but it's like a remastered. But like we're gonna have to start asking a question. But remastered when? Because we're now at the point where remasters might also look like booty.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I don't know if it's my favorite. I played a little bit, and I'm like, this is too crapola. I might refund it. I might not. It was still like interesting. I got past. It's funny now that I've played a lot of Elden Ring and Nightreign. I'm much better, and those skills translate. So that first boss that's supposed to like teach you that the game is hard, I one shot him pretty much because I know how to dodge.
Oh yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, I know how to do this. Yeah, okay.
So did you get
Dark
killed
Souls,
at all,
easy
or
game.
did you just killed him immediately? The one in the monastery or whatever.
Yeah, the first boss. Like, no, I
Yeah.
just killed him. I killed him first shot.
Because these games are easy for both.
Did you have to go through the tutorial section at all? Because usually what happens is like he kills you, or no, maybe you run away.
There's a noob island. Like you're in this asylum, you get unlocked, and then you walk around it a little bit, and nothing really there was hard. But there was like once I get to the main game, there is like a graveyard nearby, and there were some those skeletons are kind of psycho. But like I have nothing. I did the wretch starting, so I have no weapons.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
I always do the wretch start on them, so I'm like just a little like trying to hunt the gear. But the menus are old and bad and stuff. Like it's kind of unpleasant to play. Like just like just trying to figure out the scores and stuff. The menus in Elden Ring are pretty like clear and legible, and I'm familiar with them, and everything's just bad. I'm just like, this is not a good experience. I want it like in the Elden Ring engine with Elden Ring, aesthetics or whatever, so everything's legible, and it's just not that.
Kind of hard to go back. Yeah.
I hear you. I mean, I love it. That's kind of where I fell in love with the series, was because I had played Demon's Souls, but I was like, this is kind of an interesting idea. Nobody else really talked much about it at the time, but then I got into Dark Souls, and that was kind of where it clicked for me. And so I have a lot of like prime nostalgia for that game, but I don't know if I would want to go back to it. Like, I get nostalgic for moments and for places and like cool things that happen in that game. But like when I think about like what do I want to play, it's always Elden Ring, because there is a refinement to that that occurs. I think the coolest thing about Dark Souls, and it's not like it's unique and no other game does this, but the way the map twists to where you are constantly unlocking shortcuts, like where it's like, oh, I went on this grand adventure and wound up right back here with now shortcut paths through all these places. Like, that stuff's really neat. But yeah, you're not wrong. It's dated for sure.
Like there's no grass. Like, all the grass textures are just green, flat areas. Like, it's
well, and in terms of graphics, I think even when it was brand new, like I bought it day one and was like, "Ooh, this game looks rough." So we're talking about something that didn't start in a great place. Although I saw someone. It might have been Maximilian Dude. Somebody was looking at a Dark Souls like lighting patch, like that completely seemed to change the way the game looked. So there might be some unofficial support out there that like really changes the way the game looks in a crazy cool way, and I might entertain that because it was like shocking the difference it seemed to make. But I don't remember. I was only half paying attention, and so I'd have to go back and try and find what that was. But it was either Dark Souls. It might have even been Dark Souls 2, which, if that's the case, that's different. But I think there's some mod stuff you can do to it to make it kind of crazy.
Nice.
But it's always been ugly.
Maybe I'll look into it for that reason. That might actually be, improve it a little bit. I just tried it on the lark because I'm in that zone right now where I really like Nightreign. I just went back to Nightreign. I think Nightrein's my jam.
You like that Nightreign?
I do.
Yep.
And that's what I played this week.
There you go. Nice job, everybody. Lots of games, lots of fun. Now this.
That's a good question.
We got to read this email here from an anonymous listener who says, "Hey, Scott and crew, I was listening to Core, and I know I'm a bit behind thanks to the latest Dungeon Crawler Carl book, but you guys talked about what the negative room... Sorry, I don't think he meant room. Anyway, the negative room of review bombing, I think it means version, is, and I think review buffing is probably a pretty accurate term. So we have another vote for buffing.
So if you're giving a good review to counter the bad reviews, you're review buffing.
I like it too. So whenever you see somebody review buff something, just know that you could turn on a dime and suddenly it's being review bombed. Don't trust anyone, is I guess the takeaway.
Review buff, review bomb.
Yeah. Trust no one. Believe in nothing. All right, nicely done. Thank you for that. You can get a hold of us a bunch of ways. You can go to 10hams.com. That's voicemail and texting. You can do that. Or you can go to talktothecore@gmail.com. That's our Gmail address, or our regular email address, which is show@core.show.
That was a great trivia question.
I know. I was going to say that was a trivia question this weekend. It was really funny.
And some people got it wrong, which is crazy. I got it right for once. Anyway, that's another way of doing it. And you could be like Standard Man 3000, who has chosen to support our Patreon. I love the name. He is getting no commercials ever, pre-show content every week, host specials, and more. Please check it out and support your favorite video game podcast at patreon.com/core. Our websites are all at frogpants.com, so go check those out, or core.show. Got real close to the fire on that one. Almost melted my wings. Anyway, that's all that stuff. I think that's everything. Now, one thing we do as a tradition here, I like to throw the mic to dear Martha. It's not really her, it's her husband. I've been watching a lot. I've been watching a Revolutionary War documentary. This thing is full of Dear Martha shit. It's great. Reminds me of this so much. Anyway, John, that's your job, so let's take it away.
My dearest Martha, they've been talking about games for a while now. It might be a new record on the amount of game content in this video game show. So here's a recap of the games they played, in case you've forgotten. Magic the Gathering, the Commander decks from Final Fantasy, Resident Evil 9 Requiem, Voidling Bound, Dynasty Warriors Origins, Astro Bot, Astro's Playroom, Burnout Paradise City, Library, Tidy Up the Arcane Library.
Twice.
Bugs me every time. Mina the Hollower, Onimusha Way of the Sword, Stella Blade, Elden Ring, Yakuza 6 The Song of Life, Elden Ring Nightreign, and Dark Souls Remastered.
Wow. I think the family is very happy to hear from, what's your name in the field? Sorry, sincerely yours. Go ahead.
Yours in this life, S-Load of Games.
S-Load. All right, that's it for us. Big thanks, everybody, for listening. Big thanks again for coming to Nerdtacular, those that did or who watched the stream or have otherwise consumed it. We're always glad to have you guys around. And huge thanks to our supporters. You are the best. It's going to do it for this week. Next week will be more. Right on a Thursday, just like normal. So pack it in, you weirdos, and come back next week for more core. Bye, everyone.
This has been a Frog Pants production. Find all our shows at frogpants.com.
As revenge for my wife, my daughter, and myself, I will eliminate you.